everybody, and welcome back to DBDLeague. We are loading into the first match of the Legion set of Petroleum versus Orison, with Orison on killer first, that being Tech, versus the survivors of Petroleum, Glock, Momo, Acid, and Julian. But ladies and gentlemen, I am not alone on the desk. I am joined today by the one and only person that sounds like, well, we sound very similar. That's Flightless. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? It's been a while since we've co-casted together.
Hello guys, my name is MetalBro, and I am here casting with Flightless. Hello Flightless, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good today. You know, I'm doing pretty good. We're gonna see a couple of people getting tagged with Feral Frenzy here. It's because they're all bums, but
yeah, bunch of bums. Look at these guys. Look at these guys cook it. How are they getting injured versus this guy? It's an one killer.
Crazy.
Come on.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like I don't know what's going on here. But anyways,
Nah,
yeah.
to be fair, yeah, Legion's just a better Kaneki. It's fine.
Exactly. He's leagues above Kaneki. Let's be honest here. We do see Julian out here, and we're kind of just staying still. Tech. Does he think he's phasing? I don't know. Oh, brother!
Yo, call DVD. Put this in the video. Put this in the video right now. What was it?
How did that not end in an injury? Is just so baffling to me. Both sides just kind of like, wait, what?
The fact that the phase worked and then Alright, it's fine. He's taking a hit now. I don't know exactly what Tech's going for with these. He's taking a long time to get his injuries, but I mean, it looks he's going to get his fourth stack of Thana now, finally, and he has a pretty interesting build. He has Thana, which doesn't do a whole lot when there's 2, 1, or 3 injuries, but when it's 4, you get a full, I think it's 20% slowdown. He has Ruin, which everyone knows what Ruin does, regresses a gen anytime someone's not working on it. Wretched Fate, which is once a generator is completed, the Obsession has I think it's like 30% gen slowdown. And then I forget the name of the 4th perk, but it's a Crossy perk, and I think it gives the tear radius to like the furthest generator, something like that. I don't even remember what it does, but it gives undetect to him. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. It's like a Hex version of Unforeseen. It's called Hex Overture of Doom, and yeah, it did come out with Crossuit, so it's an interesting perk, honestly. I don't think it's like the strongest perk in the world, but it's got value to it, I guess. But that being said, I think what the plan was, taking so long for those injuries, was just kind of get further into the map to get more of a chance to get Killer Instinct and see where everyone is. I think that's my thought process on that. I'm gonna break this pallet and get further into the map. We only have one hook stage on the board, that being on Glock at the moment, and hoping to see maybe some more gen progress on the board. Now with this All Hallows League special rule set here, the survivors are not allowed to. The survivors are not allowed to cleanse any totems at all, and we're undetectable, so that actually got a lot of value for Tech there.
Yeah, that actually got Glock down there because of the undetectable. I got a Glock in my Rari looking at. He went down due to the Crossy perk, and because they're not allowed to cleanse, that might happen a few more times. So his perk choice is actually really smart, especially with Thana, because that's a passive slowdown. Eventually, they're going to need to just pressure these gens as hard as they can, and that means they're not going to have time for resets. So the issue is if that he goes for the biggest slowdown, which is a tunnel out, he's going to lose that 4th stack, and then Thana doesn't really do a whole lot. But Momo getting mind games there, not a pallet in sight, bunch of bums. Look at these guys.
Yeah, look at these guys. That's unfortunate right now. We do have Glock still on hook. Close to death, actually. Now Momo taking a fresh stage. 1 gen being done is pretty good for Petroleum, but they need more. They need to get a few more gens done for this to be a pretty good win condition. Otherwise, this is going to be kind of bad, right? We do see, I believe, Julian going in for the save here, but pretty far away, so Tech might actually be able to stop this before Glock's able to get unhooked. Actually, no, this is going to be a free trade. A very free trade. So nicely done by Julian.
Yeah, but now Glock is in chase. Is that Blood Rush?
Could be.
That might have been Blood Rush. I'm not sure. He's just sped up randomly there. But yeah, it looks like he's going to be dead soon, because he can just break this pallet with Iridescent Button, and he can find him instantly. He makes no distance, and I don't even think he has a pallet here. Yeah, he has just this window, so I'm pretty sure he's dead at 4 gens with Julian down. However, he does make a pallet
actually. Oh, gets the stun too.
Okay,
that
is huge. I assumed because he went to that window that there was no pallet there, but I guess there was. That was a very risky play, and it paid off, thankfully.
And absolutely did. Oh,
trying to cut him off from making that pallet for free. And now Gloss has got to play 50s. Ah, it goes down.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Glocks, but hey, we did see the completion of another gen in the background, so that's pretty good for Petroleum. At least Glock didn't die for 0 gen progress. We are seeing a couple more gens being worked on in the moment. Actually, that might be Momo and Julian. Okay, they're doubling. All right, guys.
Stacking this, trying to get the gen popped through Wretched Fate, because if they can pop this 3 gen, that's huge for them. Wretched Fate plus Ruin is really huge because, like, you have the slower gen progress and the regression as soon as you get off of it. So if you're pressured in any way, that gen is going to go way down. So Tech can pretty much ignore Julian right now. He is not a threat, like, at all. He can just go for Momo and Acid, which Momo's already been hooked. So I don't think they have a whole lot of gen progress other than that one that they were doubling. Yeah, they don't. Everything else is 0, pretty much. So right now, this is... Momo runs straight into him.
Oh, that's not good. That's actually kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the classic PTR comms coming out today, looking like a bunch of bums. I'm kidding. I'll love the Petroleum. This is a very rough spot. They have an insane gen spread. This looks like a not really a 4 gen, but actually no, it is a tight 4 gen. They've got this gen right here, then they've got the 3 on the backside.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough for Petroleum here, I'm not gonna lie. They've got quite a bit on their hands here. Now everyone's injured again, so Thanatophobia isn't getting its full value, but it's getting the closest that it possibly can in this situation. With Glock dead, there's just no 4 stacks with Thana anymore, so I think it's like somewhere around 7.5% slowdown. It's not nothing, but it's not really much either. But either way, I mean, yeah, Tech is kind of in a pretty good spot here. He can really camp Momo out here, and the closest gen to completion is right next to the hook. So that's that's kind of bad for Petroleum at the moment. They're gonna need to do something kind of crazy here in order to come back.
This is interesting. I was expecting Julian to just try to get as much gen progress as possible while Acid is doing the 4 gen, and then Acid, after he got interrupted, probably just go stack with Julian, but it looks like they decided not to. In fact, the only gen progress they have is the gen that Acid was on by himself. So he can chase Acid, and he pretty much knows that not another gen is going to pop. So this is looking like a 4K3 already.
Yeah, that's not good. That's pretty bad. Unless Petroleum can pull out a 4K4, I mean, that would be pretty crazy. Tech's like, oh yeah, wait, that's Julian. He's the obsession with Wretched Fate on that gen. Not really a big threat. But he did get about like 40% progress, I think. Not terrible. So a little bit of a threat for Tech here. We do see Lithe come out, so we make some good distance away. And we're going to take the stun, actually. So Julian's kind of stuck in this corner here. Uh-oh. That is bad.
He had to try something there. Literally every door on that side was blocked. So Julian was completely stuck there. It was pure 50-50. And, in fact, Julian is in a West, and I'm pretty sure Tech is somewhere in Europe. So, like, they are in very high ping. I think it's like 160. So he is not just playing 50s. He's playing like 80-20s.
I was gonna say like 80-20s too. That's yeah, that's not good. But can Acid get this pickup? Maybe we can see like a juicer chase for like a little bit. Maybe potentially see another gen come out. That'd be really important right now. But I just don't know. Ruin and Wretched Fate together is just an insanely deadly combo once you when you're not allowed to cleanse totems. So that's kind of really big for Tech here and really horrible for Petroleum.
This just goes to show how strong Ruin is and how important it is that it's a hex perk. If it wasn't a hex perk and it was like just a perk you could bring like Pop where the serves couldn't get rid of it, then it would be a completely broken perk. Because look at the slowdown that he has right now. Like they were not able to do pretty much anything. The chases weren't the best, but they are on high ping versus a Legion that can get rid of pallets super quickly and can get injuries extremely efficiently. So you're having to pretty much play with one health state on ping with very few pallets.
Oh, and I keep forgetting that Thanatophobia is in play too, so the Wretched Fate Survivor is just chugging away so slowly. That's so unfortunate. I kind of feel bad for Julian.
Yeah, I think with these 2 injuries, it is 5% slowdown extra. So even Acid is slowed down, but Julian even more so. He's at like 40% less progress right now.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's yeah, this is a situation where I just don't see them getting another gen out. I mean, like, there's just so much in the way of in favor of Tech here. So 4K3 looks like it's all but confirmed at the moment. And unless we see one of these survivors taking on a Juicer Chase and Tech just not really being any the wiser, then I don't think that we're going to see a third gen come out here. It looks like 4K3 is pretty much what we're going to be settling on here. And yeah, Ruin's just getting all this value right now.
Yeah, Tech is playing this extremely safe. I don't quite understand it. He could just commit to someone right now. I guess he's trying to play for possibly a slug, maybe, because he doesn't want to give Hatch. But even then, Hatch doesn't matter in this situation because none of the gens, like, there's no all gens completed. The gates aren't even powered, so Hatch wouldn't matter. I guess he's just trying to play extremely safe. He doesn't want to risk even like 10% gen progress at this point.
Which is honestly for the best here. We do get the down onto Julian, who unfortunately lost the 50 there. It's not a super strong window, so unfortunate for Julian. And we're gonna head, actually, like, let's talk about this. The death spot for Julian was actually pretty good. That was a very good death spot. And it gives Acid a lot of time to run away, but unfortunately, it's literally just Acid left. So not really much can come out for this, but I gotta give credit where it's due. Julian took a really good death spot for Acid here.
Yeah, I think Tech is probably trying to get the highest result possible because he sees that Petroleum has Acid and Glock, which are 2 really well-known 1v1 players in ML. So, because of our tiebreaker condition, they want to get the best result possible so that they don't have to go to that tiebreaker.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Acid's kind of stuck in this corner here, so it's just going to be 50-50 after 50-50 until he finally goes down, and that's going to be the down. So we're seeing a 4K3. Really solid for Tech, but we're going to see the switch of sides here, get Petroleum on the killer, and get Orison on the survivor side here. We'll see what can happen. Maybe Petroleum can pull out a 4K4, maybe they'll pull out a 4K3, and we'll see the 2v1. It's up to the players, though. We'll see what can happen.
Yeah, I think Julian could possibly 4K4. I believe it's going to be Julian Legion, but I believe he can 4K4. But we'll have to see that. It's still going to be tough. Like even with this rule of no cleansing hexperts, knowing Julian, they have the rule of no cleansing hexperts, and he might just bring 4 non-hexes.
Yeah, I mean that would be the play, right? We'll have to see what he's going to do. I'm honestly pretty invested in what's going to happen once we switch sides here because 4K3 is rough, honestly, on Petroleum. So we'll have to see what they can do here. I mean, this is a pretty rough set, right? I mean, it's hard to do a whole lot. You don't have a whole lot in the way of assisting survivor side of things. I mean, you have some pretty solid perks, so things aren't too bad. But if the ball gets rolling on the killer side of things, it's tough.
Yeah, the fact that they have such a tough win con, I don't think is going to matter a whole lot on this ping. I think just the stealth cross super gave him too much value. He got a couple free downs from it, if I'm mistaken. He got one from Acid, and he got almost a down from it from Momo, but he got close enough where Momo couldn't make anything. So he went down right after that. So he actually got some really good perk value that game. I think this one might go to a draw, honestly. I think a 4K4 is a bit too difficult, but I think 4K3 with this rule set is pretty doable as long as Julian can lock in and get those downs quickly.
Yeah, he's gonna have to lock in here, right? Because it's gonna be kind of difficult to secure anything more than a 4K3 here. Even that sounds kind of rough to achieve. But I mean, honestly, it's doable. It is doable, and I'm glad that you said that because, quite frankly, the outlook is kind of bleak at the moment. But I mean, Julian's pretty solid on Legion, and it's a pretty favorable map for the build. So I think it could pretty much it could go to a draw, and maybe we'll see the 2v1 tiebreaker. Now, Flightless, I don't know if you've seen the 2v1 yet, but I'm a pretty big fan of it. I like how it's been stylized to a kind of a team 1v1 sort of. So it's pretty cool. I got to cast the very first one in DBDLeague, so I'm pretty happy. But I don't know if you've gotten a chance to see it yet. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I didn't get around to seeing any yet, but I have heard, and it sounds pretty funny. I know there was one earlier today, wasn't there? In one of the matches previously.
There were two actually. In
Two, okay.
I believe it was Mercy versus Desperate. We saw two different 2v1s in the first two sets actually. I believe it was Doctor and it was Hillbilly. Both the All Hallows League special sets as well.
Mhm. Well, I mean, I am a big fan of 1v1, so I hope that they can at least tie this. I want to see Glock and Acid on the serve. I
Right?
wonder who Orison will have, or
Well,
Orison, however to say it.
I usually just call it Orison, but Orison could be the way. I don't know. It's one of the. It's probably one of the two. I think you and I are probably both on the right track. One of us is, anyways. And I mean, we'll probably get corrected later in chat. We'll have to see. But we're getting Murtex, Jur, and Ionut in. So we're just waiting on the fourth survivor, and then we'll be ready to load in. But it's gonna be. We're gonna see at least one of those three that are already in the lobby.
Yeah, but also I want to point out something that I just realized from that last game. Uh, they were in they were in a pretty tough spot, but because of this balancing, obviously, like you'd see perks on serves versus killers that you normally wouldn't see. So, for example, in this set, like we saw Glock at the end there after he was unhooked the second time, he used Blood Rush SB. Well, that is because he also had Deli. So that is really unfortunate that Glock was the first down because he was their Deli player. So
Yeah, that
that
is.
gave them
Yeah.
an instantly huge disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, like losing man, that's rough. Losing Deliverance in a match where it's very crucial you have it up is a humongous amount of pressure on the survivor side of things, right? Because it's a free unhook, but if you don't have it when you need it, it can feel pretty bad. Um, as we saw in this last match, I mean, I don't think that's the main factor that led to the 4K3, but it's definitely one of them. And when things add up, it can be really rough on the survivor side. But yeah, not having Deliverance up, humongous pressure on the survivor side.
Yeah, we'll be loading in on, and I was correct. It's Julian's Legion here in a little bit. They are currently in lobby, readying up. Uh, yep, they've all readied, so we will be getting in it just a second. Uh, I'm going to predict Julian can get a 4K4, and then there's going to be some miracle chase, and he's going to get 4K2. there's gonna be a God's hand on someone's shoulder this game, and he's gonna upload a rage compilation.
You know, most casters would just say, you know what? I think the win's gonna go to Orison here. I think they're gonna see a 4K2. You're like, Julian's gonna have hope, but
Mhm.
it's all gonna crumble. It's gonna crumble right in front of his face, and things are gonna be really bad. He's gonna feel
Yes,
really upset
he's
about
going to
it,
be in
and like
VC with his
it's just
teammates,
like,
being like, "Guys, I did it! I won us the set!" And then all of a sudden, he's going to start crying, and
oh
his teammates are
brother.
going to be like, "Julian, what did you do?" And then they're going to kick him.
Yeah, we'll have to
Well,
see. I mean, we're loading in
hey,
right now.
he did actually go with something different. He has Painres, DMS, Ruin, and Thena. Now, this has the potential to do a lot, but I feel like with this balance, you might just want to go with a bit more hexes. I don't know if Dead Man Switch is going to give you a ton of value this game, but we'll see. Like, maybe Julian can get some really good value out of it. He finds Murtex already. An instant injure, and does he find? He does find the other people. They were on the Hex Totem. I don't know if they were just close to it or cleansing it. If they're cleansing it, that's a big problems.
Yeah, just close to it, and yeah, it would be big problems because you're not allowed to cleanse totems in this rule set.
Yeah,
exactly. At least the Hex totems, anyways.
Hey, maybe they do that and then they get 4K2 so they can get tied.
Yeah, they'll take a penalty and then we'll see 4K2 and it'll be tied and we'll go 2v1 tiebreaker thanks to penalty. That'd be great, right?
maybe that's the way Julian actually pulls this off. Let's go.
Yeah, right. That'd be crazy.
He's currently just splitting his pressure. He's trying to get those injuries, trying to get those Thana stacks up. Thana's very common perk on killers that can injure very easily, because it's literally just free slowdown. All you have to do is play the killer and you get the slowdown from it. Get this God Pal out of the way. It's a good play by Manu there, making sure that he blocks the path so that he can't get around him and get to his teammate, and also waste time so that Julian has to fatigue.
Absolutely. And you know, Legion's not a very popular comp killer, so it's a little bit rough when it comes to these kinds of things because there's just not really like a lot of public knowledge about like what you do. Nice down on the Jura, by the way. Hit. Very juicy hit, just the very tip of that candy weapon there. We see it come out at 1 minute 57, so compared to the last match, it's only a few seconds off. So not horrible. Not horrible.
Yeah, and this game, like we've said multiple times already, you can't cleanse a Hex Totem, which means Ruin is going to be up this entire game, no matter what. And with DMS, it lasts 35 seconds. So the survivor has a choice. Either they can leave the gen, if they get DMS'd, they can leave the gen, and it won't regress while it's DMS, but they either have to sit there for the next 35 seconds doing nothing, or they have to leave the gen and then go back to it later, and there will probably be a lot of regression from the Ruin. So it does serve a double purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty good gen regression and slowdown, and it can kind of get lost in the wind. You forget about it, and it could see some pretty good regression on our gens because of that. But that being said, we'll need to get it procced as well. We'll need a reason for the survivor to let go of the gen and get DMS up. So Julian's going to need to have some pretty good game sense, some pretty good macro, and going to need to pressure a lot of gens in this situation. Now we do have Jur on hook. We're getting pretty close to second stage here, and we're kind of just like watching rotation points. We do see a gen off in the distance with a decent amount of progress. So far nothing's popped yet, but we're getting close.
Yeah, Jurgo's second stage. Looks like he's going to take the hit, try to get some info on people. He might be 2-tap. No, he's not going to be fully. He does have this pallet here. Drops it, plays it safe. Julian just instantly goes back to the hook, using his power to catch up a little bit. He expects him to go topside. Now, the issue with power is that you do not see scratch marks or pools of blood. So, thankfully, he doesn't lose them. He finds Jur immediately. If he can get this death super quickly, they have no gem progress, and it'll be a 3v1, which Thana will have much less progress. Oh, that was Blood Rush SB.
Oh, yes, it was. That's great for Jur in this situation.
That was his
there
SB.
It is.
He just used Blood Rush.
That's right. He just used Blood Rush right now. That's good. That's good for Jur. He makes some good distance.
That is very big. He dies on the other side of the map and makes his God pallet, which it's gone already, but he still has to fatigue. And he has this pallet here too. He might not make this. He doesn't.
Okay. This is really good for Julian. We're seeing resets right now, which is going to give some more take some stacks off of Thanatophobia. So it's gonna let the gen pressure kind of fly a little bit more. But now with someone out of the game and at 4 gens left, this is looking a lot better for Julian now. A lot better.
Yeah, it looks like they're just sending Ace towards bottom side to try to work on one of those gens that's way out of Julian's way, so that way he can't interrupt it. And Julian is making the wrong read on where they're going. He sees that there's a lot of progress. He knows what gens have been progress this whole time, and he knows that 2 reset. So therefore, there's not a ton of progress on bottom side at all. So he finds mana. He uses power to get info. He does not commit for the down. He's going to go back to the gen, try to find them. I think they might be splitting 2 gens on bottom side, is what it looks like, because there's no killer instinct anywhere.
Wow, that's some really good positioning from our survivor team here of Orison, keeping way out of the killer's terror radius here, not giving any free information here. So pretty interesting to see that. We do have multiple gens with some pretty decently high progress. We do actually find Ionut here, and with that we also find where Murtex is. He's also on this gen, pathing up, but I think this might be another Feral Frenzy slash here.
Yeah, but the issue is that main room gen has a lot of progress right now. So these 3 stacks of Thamma, like, they're going to do something. Never mind, I take everything back. I was about to start glazing Orison here, but he goes down instantly. That's going to be a pain res and DMS on something.
So at least we're calling out our pain res and not letting us get it just for free DMS to Julian. So that's good at least. Yeah, this main room gen has a lot of progress.
Yeah, I believe this got pain res due to how little progress it has. Claudette would have instantly gone back on that, and then Ace DMS'd the bottom side gen that he was working. So he's getting pool. If he can down, that is second wind. Yeah, he's going to hit him with the power, so that way it will recover the mending, but he won't go full health. So they'll keep the Thamma stack.
Yeah, very smart by Julian there. Very smart. Oh, actually, we're going to zone ourselves onto the backside of this pallet here. If Julian can pull out a pretty crazy mind game, he does actually. Really nicely done onto Ionut. That's going to be another stack of pain resonance. Probably going to hit that main room gen as well. So we're going to be seeing a lot of more aggression here. And we're still at 4 gens, so this is entirely doable right now.
Yeah, and that gen is like 95 is going to get pain res.
Oh, it's so close.
If Ionut didn't get mind gamed on that bottom side pallet, they would have popped that. They would have been at the tie condition. And now it's DMS. It's not going to regress this next 35 seconds, but that means no one can work on it. And the 2 bottom side gens have been regressing this entire time. So there is like no gen pressure right now. They can double, but I don't know if they'll be able to pop in time because of this pain res coming out.
Oh my goodness!
Bro goes down, revives himself, drops the pallet, and goes back down again.
Wow, that is insane. Okay, we're gonna wait for DMS off cooldown. That's a great idea, honestly. We'll remove another chunk of that progress on the main room gen for sure. It was definitely the most progressed gen. So if anyone's touching that right now, they're gonna get kicked off with DMS. They are not. So that gen's just gonna lose a lot of progress. That is beautifully played by Julian, getting a lot of pressure right now against Team Orison.
Although the other gen on bottom side does have a lot of progress. I think they might have been doubling it, and then once Manu went down, he knows where he is. If he finds him, if he can somehow stealth him, then they can do this. Wait, he didn't get off the gen. DMS isn't active.
What? Petroleum takes this 4K4. Oh my goodness, Flightless. Wow, unless we see something crazy happen, I don't think Unbreakable's in play. Deli is obviously not in play anymore, unless Manu's got it in the back pocket ready to go. I think I think Orison's just done here. That was well played.
I think Julian also got really lucky and found the Deli off the start too, unless the Deli just never got the save for some whatever reason. But I think they both got really lucky, found the Deli player instantly, and Julian just played diff. This pain res did come in clutch this game. It stopped at least 2 gens from popping, I believe.
Okay, gotta hand it to Julian. He played that magnificently. Very well-deserved 4K4 coming in.
Yeah, in fact, you can see in that end game right there, he did find Deli instantly.
Wow, that is incredible. Both teams finding Deli first. That's wild. How much luck do you have to have that happen to you on the killer side? On both.
Julian has been praying today, 100%. He had the hand of God.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, the feral frenzy slash of God. Definitely really worked out so well. Yeah, what an incredible first set, honestly, and a huge turnaround for Julian after last week's Legion set. So really well done by Julian. Pretty good amount of improvement too. So definitely have to give a pretty big shout out to him for that. But Orison also just kind of just barely missing the mark on the 4K3 there. So both teams so far look like they're pretty evenly matched. So I'm really here for this matchup, Flightless.
Yeah, this is going pretty good so far for Petroleum, and honestly, like Orison, they did a really good result. Like 4K3 is nothing to laugh at. It's just 4K4 is just better. So now
Yet somehow we're laughing.
and now we have Doctor on Midwich. I've never seen this set before. Oh my god. This is like the first time this has ever been played, Loki.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you say that because we actually saw multiple Doctor Midwich sets today. It's kind of crazy,
that was
actually.
the joke.
Yeah. I didn't, it went right over my head. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of two-pitted it a little bit.
Yeah, it's easy
I
for
it.
it's easy for jokes to go over someone's head when they're so short. You know, it happens.
You know what? I got some choice words for you that I'm not gonna mention on DBDLeague. We'll talk later.
Don't make Dyer mad.
Oh, hey, hold on a second. We're gonna talk later, all right, Flightless. I'm gonna have a chat with you later, okay?
All right. How about on
we'll focus. What's up?
I didn't say anything. So now
really?
we have Julian Doctor is going to be on Midwich, like we said. Pretty interesting set. It was actually played yesterday, I believe, as well. Ariandel versus Ascent, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I believe you're right.
Yeah, it was. It was a pretty close match. I think Ariandel may have ended up winning that. And I remember I was watching it from Angel's POV, and Hardwell went on absolute juicer chase, just winning every single 50-50 possible for like a solid 5 minutes straight. It was incredible to see. Usually,
honestly,
Swatter is the king of 50-50s. Hardwell that game, he decided to take some lessons from him.
Good to see that our team mentality is paying off a little bit and rubbing off on each other. But yeah, honestly, something that I really admired about Ariandel from the first time that I watched them is that their gen pressure is just out of this world, man. I don't think there's a team that beats them on gen pressure. I don't think that they're the number one team, but their gen pressure is just better than every other team I've seen.
Yeah, their coordination is really good, especially on indoor maps. Russian teams have been known for their indoor gameplay for a long time now. But now we have a pretty interesting build. Midwich is known for its pretty bad hook spawn, so you can see why he wouldn't go for something like Pain Res this game. But he has Deadman Switch and Grim Embrace, taking a little bit of time to look at the scenery. And now he used his Static Blast and he only found one person, unfortunately.
And that one person was right in front of him too.
Yeah, he decided. I believe he decided not to chase. He's looking for someone else. He might have thought maybe a head-on. Oh, now he finds two people.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. We get a tag already. Rapid Brutality up, and also, of course, Manu has Scene Partner. So now just gonna be screaming left and right, just tons of screaming, and on a set where we're already seeing a lot of screaming. So that's gonna be interesting. Nice jiggy from Manu, by the way. We make a ton of distance off of that. Doctor doesn't have really any mobility at all besides Rapid Brutality, but we do get a lot of distance on Julian here. So that's some really good distancing already, and that should make this chase last a lot longer. A head-on comes in,
the head-on.
and the blind.
Manu's going to go straight upstairs and make a ton of distance across the map. And this is not Midwich. This is Shift W is what it is. You can just hold W across everything. Now he has to try to outplay this pilot. He has no window to connect it into. This is the issue with Midwich, is while Dog has no real mobility, and this is a pretty bad map for killers without mobility, his chase is extra good because you can't leak pretty much anything. He does make this pallet, but that's because Julian decided not to shock. I believe he might not have been able to make it because it's no range. He actually has the Iridescent. I believe that's the Queen.
Yeah, so this chase might be coming to close here. We do get the down onto Manu, but that's not without a single gen popping here, and there might be some more gen pressure along the way here. Now, I find it interesting that we're not bringing Pain Resonance here, but honestly, as of recently, we're seeing a lot less Doctor stats with Pain Resonance. So It's honestly piquing my curiosity as to why, but I think the answer lies in the fact that you're just not going to get a lot of stages to begin with. So delaying the gen pressure is going to be less desirable. More so, it's going to be in the chase. So we're seeing rapid brutality a lot more, and gen blocking is also pretty good, but you can only really do so much with that.
Yeah, and this is looking like a 2-tap as well. It is an instant 2-tap. Now, he's going to be able to get his Grim, his second cycle Grim, and another DMS. Never mind, he decides not to wait for the DMS. It was on the gen right next to him after all. So he's just going to let everything get blocked. It looks like he's going to play for his fresh hooks. I don't think Julian's confident in being able to 4K. So he might just, never mind. He's proven me wrong. He's going for the tunnel out on Manu. To be fair, he is in a good position right now. He just interrupted the heal, so only one person is doing gens right now, and the other person is going for pull.
Oh, actually, looks like we're switching over to maybe. Oh, actually, we're trying to catch Manu off guard here. Kind of works a little bit too. It looks like Manu was trying to get on the gen over here, but yeah, that's gonna be another down. Really well played by Julian, actually. Really nice 50 played by Julian. We're able to get the shock and prevent him from vaulting back over the window, so you're just kind of dead.
Yeah, now he has DMS active, and he's probably just going to go in the middle of the map and then static blast, try to get that DMS active. Oh, never mind. It was active right above him. He's a static blast to try to find people. I believe he only shocks the Ace, which he already knew the location. Never mind, he did get it was the Dwight, and he did get the Jake as well. I saw the little glow.
The little glow. Yeah, he's got a bright cosmetic on, so yeah. And yeah, this is a great position for Julian right now. We have Manu on Death Hook right next to the most active generator, but we're trying to get some more gen pressure in the background here with Ionut and Murtex on gens, both in the background, pretty far away from the hook. So not looking horrible for Orison, but also not looking great either. Julian's in a pretty dominant spot at the moment. He's able to hold this and camp out Manu, but he's going to lose some gens in the process potentially if he's not careful.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to lose maybe 2 gens for this, maybe even less, depending on if he can interrupt them. But this is where his build like really shines. He's about to be in the 3v1, and he even greeds if someone's stealthing there. That could be very bad. No one is. But this is where his build comes in real handy. The 3v1 is going to slow down the game so much, and now he has Grim, only 2 stacks away from his 4th stack, and he has DMS as well. So he has massive slowdown. This might be a 4K. He does have a little bit of a 3-gen here, and he knows where 2 people are, where the Ace and the Dwight are. Ace is tier 3, Dwight is already tier 3 as well. He's going to chase Ace. This could take a long time because of the holding W, but Julian's in a good position here.
Yeah, very much so. I don't think that Tech should be our next chase. I think it should be Ionut, because then we'll get full value out of Grim Embrace once we do hook Tech, and we'll be able to see where Ionut is. But if he's on the hook, then it won't really matter. So yeah. But honestly, it doesn't really matter who you hook in this position. You're kind of in a good spot no matter what. So it's not the worst situation ever. Either way you spin it, honestly. Yeah, Julian's in a pretty good spot here. We don't actually land the M1. We get stunned, and another gen comes out. So you're right. Yeah, we're gonna see 2 gens come out for the price of that one death. But
yeah, and Julian trusting his NAOS ping a little bit too much, goes for the early swing and doesn't get it, unfortunately. But this gen is regressing. He sees a fake doctor, so he knows where that survivor is, that they're on the gen. That is probably Jake, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean, considering that
this gen is very close to popping as well.
Yeah, honestly,
yes, it was Jake on that gen. I'm so smart, bro. I'm so smart. Look at me go.
Look at you go. Look at you go. Yeah, we're seeing Murtex and Chase now. We're gonna go and drop this pallet pretty early. I don't know if dropping the pallet this early was the move. It's gonna lead to a pretty early hit. But oh, calm spirit. All right. Yeah. Feeling brave today, are we? But yeah, we're gonna go and get a tag on the Murtex, and we're gonna make it over to this this library palette. I don't really expect this chase to last too long though. Yeah. Oh, actually,
Oh, never mind. It
we
does.
just W key the palette, brother. Okay. All right.
Julian trolling a little bit. He could have shocked for both pallets, and he wouldn't be able to do anything. But I guess he's just not wanting to shock. Expecting him to just hold W, maybe. Well, he knows the survivors. Yeah, he knows he's on the survivors. The survivors are on this gen. It's like 99 almost.
Wow, incredible progress right now from Orison. Yeah, Julian needs to play this a little bit more carefully. He needs to, I think he needs to be more aggressive on gen patrol. But, I mean, even if you do that, they're going to start another gen, right? So, kind of doesn't really matter what you do. You're probably going to lose that gen. It's very, very close to completion. And yeah, I mean, Iona, it's just like, yeah, if you even walk like 5 meters away, I'm hopping on that gen, bro.
Yeah, and it looks like Julian's playing a... Never mind, I was about to say he's playing a little trap or reskin right now, but he decides to finally use his shock. Is he going to use it on this pallet here? Win the 50? He does win the 50, but he unzones himself. Oh, it takes a hit, and he's zoned as well.
Oh,
yeah, he doesn't make anything. He makes his pallet, but now he's just playing 50s. Which aren't even really 50s on this ping.
Yeah,
He
very
wins
true.
That. Oh, he wins the fight too! Oh, Julian's mad right now. He's screaming his VC. How does that not hit? How does this guy make that?
Yeah. We do see another gen come out. Wow, okay, we got some good gen pressure for Orison right now. And, oh, brother, what is happening?
Bro, the miracle chase. Bro, I was wrong.
Oh.
It wasn't on the Legion game. It was this one. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is really tough. He's just winning everything.
Yeah, that's
and
kinda,
now,
that's just,
now,
rough.
yeah,
And
Ace is coming for the body block. Jake is going to be getting that gate. Gate's open. I think they're out. I think this is a 4-stage. Oh, it was looking so good for Julian too. Oh, it was looking so good. Oh no, that's really sad.
Yeah, that's rough for Julian there. 4-stage on what could have been a 4K. That's so unfortunate. Well, we'll have to see how it's going to go once we switch sides and get Petroleum on the Survivor side and Orison on the Killer side. Now, this was actually Petroleum's pick, so it'd be kind of interesting to see Petroleum take the Orison pick and Orison take the Petroleum pick, right? I mean, it's kind of rare, actually.
Yeah, actually, from my experience, it happens more than you expect. People they seem to
definitely
be so confident on their own sets that they end up selling.
Yeah, exactly.
They go merchant mode and they just sell everything. That's what I like to say.
Exactly. Merchant mode. That's a good one.
Yeah, usually Doctor, like obviously all Hallows League different balancing, but on most balancing, he's usually on something like Wretched Shot. Pretty big map, pretty spaced out palettes, except for this most recent update. And he's seen as maybe 6+ stages, but if the servers really mess up, he can 4K, possibly. But on a map like this with this balancing, you're expecting something somewhat similar because the map is really hard to be mobile on as Doctor. So the fact that he got only 4 stages and it's on this ping is going to be really tough for Petroleum to beat. Like this is looking worse than the Legion game, in my opinion, because a 4K3 is doable because Legion is pretty hard killer to run considering you're injured the entire time with the hex rule that we have, and also the fact that it's on an indoor map. It can make it pretty difficult. But on this, I don't know. Like, is Orison, they're gonna have to really sell this to give Petroleum a chance.
Yeah, I honestly think so, right? Because even on like Wretched Shop and most recently in the All Hallows League Gold Standard balancing, it's going to be on Wrecker's Yard now. But even on those two maps, Doctor, even though he's low stages, is a very complex set. You need a lot of communication with your team, and like as soon as you take a hit, you need to be calling out to your teammates, "Hey, I need a hit tank, or I need you to come drop a pallet for me, or whatever, what have you." So like seeing a killer like this on an indoor set, it honestly, if the comms drop, it should be pretty high stages, right? But if you have a very impeccable survivor side and you play this really well with good comms, good coordination, all that, whatever, what have you, you should be getting low stages, just like what happened to Julian. Unfortunately, he had what was close to it should have been a 4K in my opinion, but just somewhere the ball was dropped, and we just saw the survivor side of Orison really just picking up the slack that they had from the early game and just really excelling in the late game 3v1.
Yeah, it was looking so good for him too. Like from very early on, it was in a. They did pop one gen for the first hook, but it was it's such a good position considering his perks, and they only popped the one. And then after that, he got a very quick down on Murtex. So he was in a good position, got an early death, and I think just at some point he just trusted in his ping a little too much and went with the Trapper reskin. So he ended up getting run, and then at the very end, Lona used it like I don't know, he just used some serum and made every single pallet ball, every single 50-50. And then they ended up popping both gens, and then they were in perfect position for a body block and the gate open. Like I think in the end game they were doing the gen right next to the gate as well. So like it wasn't like any downtime.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right about that, because they were able to just get on the gate immediately, take a body block, and then boom, they're all out. So it was pretty unfortunate for Julian how things happened in this match. But I mean, he had a lot of pressure, like a ton of pressure for quite some time. Things were looking really, really good in the early to mid game, and then things just really turned around for Orison. But, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be switching over to Manu on the Doctor for Team Orison versus the survivors of Petroleum being Gluck, Julian, Acid, and Momo. So they need to get 5 stages out of the door here in order to take the win. And that's gonna be or no, sorry, not 5 stages. They need
they need to get I think it's yeah, they need oh, this is going to be tough because 4 stage 2 fresh is Tycon. So if they get 4 stage 3 fresh, that's a loss. If they get 5 stages, that's a loss. They need 3 stages. They need only 1 person dead, or maybe 3 stages 2 fresh. That's it. Any more than that, and that's a loss.
Thank you.
Other than 3
my
stages,
math
3
was
fresh. My bad.
My math was not mathing. Thank you for that. I was just like, yeah, the number 4 is in my head a lot, so I'm just gonna keep saying 4. So we do see Momo and Chase first, rocking the Lara. We're gonna drop this God pallet, make some distance. Manu considered not kicking that for a minute. He was like, what if I just go around? No, I need to get rid of this, actually.
Acid caught off guard a little bit there, not expecting him to switch to him, I guess, or maybe a miscommunication. But also, they do have a pretty big advantage here. He does have Sloppy, so that's going to regress their heals quite a lot. But he has no gem blocking, so there's no real effect from that. He does have Pain Res, but maybe he can get screwed over by the Pain Res RNG. And he has no rapid. So body blocks, like yes, the heal is going to be a little slowed down, but his catch up is going to be really bad. And with how small this map is, that could come back to bite him in the butt.
Yeah,
gotta keep this channel PG. Yeah, that was a really good play by them. It looks like they're gonna have a.
Oh,
I knew it!
Nicely
I knew it!
Done by Julian.
I saw Julian setting up for that ages ago, and he gets that pallet stun. God pallet's gone, but he has no chase, and only 2 injured with a gen about to pop. Oh, wait a sec.
That's
Petroleum
really solid.
Good position right now.
Very, very good position. We need it down very fast for Orison, otherwise Petroleum can be taking this set. Like, honestly, pretty easy peasy. Like, they're in a very, very good spot here. And that's kind of rough for Manu right now because not only does he have a pretty solid build, but they're just getting away with a lot. And if they see this Hex Totem, this can be cleansed, actually. We can cleanse Hex Totems in this set. There's no rule saying that you can't, unlike the Legion set. So, Momo taking some good pathing here. We are gonna see the down now, but that is a long early game here for Petroleum. 2 minutes 47, almost 3 minutes of no down in this match. That is incredible for Petroleum.
Pretty much the only thing Manu got for all that time is gym progress. That is it. Because no one's even entered anymore. They just healed Acid and Glock. And now Momo's on the hook, but Painraz hit a gen that's probably maybe 50. So it's not, like, it's 20% regression, but it's not that huge. So they're still, like, obviously they have to fight through this ruin, but Momo was getting chased next to it, so he probably called it out to his teammates. So I'm expecting that to be cleansed very, very soon. Although, never mind, Acid gets caught off guard. A very, very early hit.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna opt to leave him though, because even that's still a distraction for Manu. So we could be seeing Momo pull off the hook here pretty soon if he's not careful. But right now, it looks like we're just kind of keen to stay on gens, just get gen pressure. Ruin's in the match, so definitely don't want to hop off gens too much here. Julian does pop this gen next to the exit gate, so we're gonna see another gen pop. And Glock's got some good gen progress, and Acid just started this gen right here. So
yeah, that gen got a little bit of aggression from Ruin when he interrupted Glock. They might just let Momo go second here, or Julian's going to try to trade. I don't think he doesn't even make it. He's not close enough. So they're just going to let Momo go second. I mean, technically they could let Momo die if they don't get another hook. If they get another hook, then that will be tie. But they probably would. They're probably going to try to tie this because the 3 stages might not be enough at this rate.
Yeah, 3 stages would be kind of. I don't know. It's improbable with the current situation, right? Even though Petroleum's gen progress is pretty solid right now, I just still don't see it being exactly enough that Petroleum needs, because Momo's gonna die soon. He's got like another 30 seconds on hook, I think, if even that. It's getting close, and either someone needs to trade here, or we need to let Momo die for probably the best gen progress you'll ever see in competitive DBD. So I don't know if that's gonna be doable, honestly, but we can try our best here.
Oh, they have like no gen progress right now. Actually, none. Like, they're doubling this, and they just started it, and now Glock's on another gen. They pretty much can't give a down here right now, which it's doable. There's still a lot of pallets left on the map, and Manu's nowhere near them right now. So he knows where Glock is. Now this is kind of unfortunate because, never mind. I was about to say he's going to interrupt the double, but it looks like he's going to get it anyway because he's going straight to them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna vault the upstairs balcony window. We do see a lot of progress in this gen. Ruin's gonna eat away at it though. Ruin was recently buffed to 150%, so now it's gonna do a lot of passive regression. And yeah, we just need to find somebody here soon. Static Blast is still off cooldown, but we do see Acid here actually rotating in for the gen, but at the moment, oh, nice shock by the way.
Yeah, it looks like Acid's still getting really caught off guard this game. He keeps somehow running into Mano, and it looks like Mano might just be able to commit to this. Honestly, I don't think they won't pop both gens for this chase as long as Julian, doesn't have God's hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate, right? But if we can make some good path. Oh yeah!
Ooh, a little bit of a late reaction there. Does he make that? No, he doesn't. He's going to go down here.
That's rough.
If this is a pain, they can possibly do this if there's no pain res. But if this is a pain res, they definitely don't. There's no chance they have enough time to pop both.
Oh, Acid pops. Glock is getting close, but yeah, I don't know if we. Yeah, we definitely don't see that pop before him.
I don't think this is possible because now this is going to pain res the gen that Glock was on, and Ruin's going to eat at it. So Acid's going to have to rotate from the gen that just popped all the way to that one, which he's close by. You can see the illusion downstairs, and he can commit to anyone now. If he gets a single hook, never mind. Acid getting caught out yet again. Yeah, he can just commit to Acid here, and this will be a GG. Never mind.
But he doesn't. Okay. we do see the poll actually, and we're not close enough yet to really kind of contest it that much. So right now, Petroleum cannot afford to give a single more stage. If they do, they lose. Right now, we're sitting in the tie condition, so they need
and
to...
the highest progress gen is about 40% with Ruin on it. So, and no one's even near it. The only 2 people that can do it are injured, so if he leaves at any point, they're pretty much screwed. So this is looking like it's a loss. I will be pessimistic.
Honestly, I think Petroleum's biggest mistake right now is not cleansing Ruin in the 3v1. I think 4v1 it was fine, it could stay in for a little bit, but as soon as we entered the 3v1, Ruin needed to be the priority, honestly. Even before that, as soon as you notice Ruin, it should be at least somewhat of a priority, right? Because once you enter the 3v1, you have one less survivor able to sit on gens, one less survivor able to go for the resets, one less survivor able to go for unhooks, etc., etc. Everything just becomes a lot more difficult. So Ruin needs to be a priority at some point. And I think it's going to be too late.
Yeah, that's a down. If he... and Ass is playing for the beam save, I believe. And yeah, that looks like it's going to be GG the second that he is hooked. And... boom. Well... hey, listen, it's not completely over. It is a best of 5 after all, so... losing 1 set isn't the end of the world.
Yeah, it just means that right now...
yeah, I just hope that Petroleum, they don't take this loss too hard, because like we were saying, Julian was in a great position, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. So hopefully they don't let that affect their mental too much, and can actually play this next set better, because they're playing their serve really well right now. Like this is this may not be the win, but this is still a good result so far.
Honestly, very well said, Flightless. Very, very well said. I also don't hope it affects their mental too much. And the good thing here is they're sitting 1-1, so it's tied right now. Things aren't too bad for Petroleum. They're not too bad for Orison. It can kind of go either way, but hopefully we'll see a decided winner here at the end of this matchup. But quite frankly, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty interested in seeing all 5 sets.
Yeah, same here. I want to see that pig tiebreaker, which, as long as no one wins both sets in a row after this, we will be seeing it.
Exactly, yeah.
So hopefully, like pig records, I mean it's a good 1v1 map, but I don't know if it's a great 4v1 map. So it's gonna be funny. I know there was one earlier, and I believe I saw the person bring Brutal and Bamboozle, and I was like, that's my 1v1 go.
Yeah, I would love to see this pig tiebreaker, honestly. Now, that being said, this pig match is going to be, it's going to have a special affliction on it. So, we're going to see one of the 5 afflictions. We'll go over those later if we reach the tiebreaker. But right now, we're just focusing on what we have in front of us, and that's the wrap up of this Doctor set here. And Acid, kind of doing a kind of crazy 50-50 play here. Well, kind of double back on the window. Didn't really see where he went. So Manu's just like, all right, you know what? I give up on Chase. I'm just gonna camp Julian out. GG's. That's gonna be 7 stages on the board right now. Refresh.
Yeah, and they still haven't popped a gen at all, and both serves are tier 3 as well, so they can't even yet. Yeah, this ruin, them not seeing this ruin and not cleansing it, I think is what lost it for them. Obviously, they had a tough win con, so there could have been mistakes that also added up to that. But I think the biggest one was not cleansing that ruin. If they had cleansed that, they would have been able to have so much better pressure. Not on just gens, but also on hooks and rotations. They would have been in a great spot, especially with that beginning. Like, they had an amazing beginning for, like, this killer and the ping that they're on this map.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We saw a much longer first downtime come in, so that was really good for Petroleum. But yeah, I think you're 100% right about the ruin. Just really being extremely oppressive in the 3v1. And now that we're in the 2v1, bruh, nothing's happening. Like, we're just kind of done here. We're just kind of, like, delaying it. Ass is going to have a nice last chase, and then we're going to move on to the next set. And that's going to be wrapped for this Doctor set. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting 1-1, Petroleum versus Orison. And we'll be moving on to the Nurse on Father Campbell's Chapel.
Yeah, and it is Orison's pick, so they will be playing killer first. But I don't know if picking Nurse versus Petroleum is a good idea. Obviously, I don't know how Orison's Nurse gameplay is, both on serve and killer. But I know Petroleum's actually pretty decent versus Nurse. They have a lot of practice versus it.
Oh
And
yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
Julian is a pretty good Nurse player. So they're also Momo is a pretty decent Nurse player. Like they probably will go with Julian, but they have the pick between either of them.
Absolutely. So things aren't really out of the woods yet. It's nice to see that we kind of had deciding factors for both these sets here, and it's really interesting to see that both of these sets saw the other team take the other team's pick. That's always kind of interesting to see. But like you said, it happens more often than you would think, and it really does. It really does. Although the amount that it happens is still slightly low, I'd say. It does honestly happen a lot more than it probably should. Banner's like, wait, is this mine or is this theirs?
Yeah, I
Walking up
don't
the
think
pallet.
he could tell. So yeah,
Yeah.
for behavior devs, you should look at that and say, okay, we're nerfing illusionary palettes because they're too convincing.
Yeah. Make them like a little bit red, like they did with Freddy's. And then
Yeah,
kind of
make it so Windows doesn't show them because I can't run to yellow and it be a fake palette. That's just too
yeah.
embarrassing. I'm already
Exactly.
running run to yellow. Like I don't need more embarrassment after that.
Exactly. You know what they should
I'll
also
get
do?
Mandy on that.
They should make it so that the pallets can explode if the killer wants them to, and it should damage them for a single health state if they're asleep.
Oh
Unfortunately, the
yeah.
doctor doesn't have a way to put them to sleep, but
Also, yeah. Well, no. To be fair, you literally just play a doctor match and you're falling asleep already. Do
true.
you see how long these things take?
They do take upwards of 5 minutes. You're right.
But yeah, honestly,
Um,
they could do. I don't think that being able to stop pallets from being dropped slash vaulted and windows being vaulted is a really good power for Doctor. I think they should give him something like a trap where it like goes out in front of him and then slows down the survivor. That could be pretty cool. That could be interesting.
yeah. They should experiment with like stationary ones for a little bit, and then afterwards, they'll reach a point where they'll want to rework him, and then you like make it like a projectile that kind of shoots forward, like roughly 18 meters, I'd say.
Yeah. And in fact, give him 5 of those canes instead. I think that'd look cooler, like on a glove maybe.
Yeah. And you know what? Just rename him Freddy Krueger, honestly, while you're at it.
Wait,
Um,
why would we do that? We already have that.
yeah,
God,
I'm
this
just a
guy.
big fan of
Bro,
the
he
Nightmare
doesn't
on
even
Elm
know
Street,
killer.
bro. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
this is your DBDLeague caster, by the way. He doesn't even know what killers are in the game. That's crazy.
My bad. I forgot about Five Bears. Yeah.
Five
Anyways,
bears.
yeah, we'll be moving on to Nurse, which I'm pretty excited about. This is gonna be a pretty pivotal set here, honestly, Flightless. We'll be seeing who's gonna be taking the next set point here. We're up 1-1 right now, and we'll see if maybe Petroleum will come ahead or maybe Orison will come ahead. We'll have to see.
Yeah, for those like not too privy on Petroleum, they're pretty well known for their bad mental. Like it's a pretty common joke, and they are getting better with that though. They are making a lot of improvements when it comes to their mental game. They usually have like some really good games, and then they just have one, and it just ruins the rest of them. So they've been doing a lot of work to improving that, and like Metal said, this is going to be a pretty pivotal one because either Orison is going to win this, and it's going to be their set, and they're going to be up 2-1, and that might really hurt Petroleum, or Petroleum is going to win this and show that their mental isn't really that affected. It depends really on how they're going to play this.
You know, I fully agree with that. We should be seeing, honestly, even considering the fact that their mental has definitely been improving, which is really nice to hear. They should be feeling pretty good about that Legion set. Honestly, it came pretty close. And if there's anything to take away in terms of Petroleum here, they did have a lot of pressure, and they played really well on the Survivor side for quite a while in the early to mid game on serve against Doctor. So
Yeah, you could tell as soon as they got at least close to the tie condition, they weren't really trying all that much. But now we're in on Nurse on Father Campbell's Chapel. Now this is a map that's been played for Nurse a few times, but usually it's Cold Tower because Nurse, if you didn't know, I believe someone made a diagram a while ago. They compared a 115 walking killer just in a straight line compared to Nurse charging her blinking, fatiguing, charging her blinking, fatiguing over and over, and the 115 killer will make more distance than the Nurse. So she has really bad mobility. So on a bigger map, it can be pretty difficult. The Nurse is going to have extremely good chases in the right area. And it looks like we've already found Glock.
Oh, nice distancing by Glock as well. Keeping a lot of distance, starting to play edge map, and we do take the down, but that was a really good attempt from Glock there. We almost saw some success from that. And I mean, your chase against the Nurse is going to be short, or going to be kind of short. I mean, she does have the best chase power in the game, but her mobility lacks a lot. So 46-second first down. Not too far off from what we saw from last matchup with Nurse. It was right around the same mark. We saw 45 seconds, 53 seconds. It's all going to be pretty fast. I mean, it's Nurse. But I do think the Blight is the #1 killer now. I think just the combination of his 1v1 being extremely strong and his mobility being extremely good, I think just put him above Nurse these days. But definitely don't get that confused from me saying that Nurse is bad by any means. She's still definitely at the very top of S tier.
She's D tier. Buff her, please.
Yeah. Because even Trapper can make more distance to her. Like, boo, what is this killer, bro? Like,
exactly. And that man, I mean, to be fair, that man has some pretty beefy legs. He can probably walk pretty fast.
That's why they give him brutal strength and agitation, because he needs his leg muscles to do so.
Exactly.
He needs his leg muscles.
He's like the Mark Henry of DBD, world's strongest killer. All right, well now, Momo, as we saw, I don't know if you noticed, he is the Deli player. So thankfully this time they didn't get rid of Deli instantly. Tech is doing a good job at body blocking. Oh, Momo actually gets it. Oh, that is huge. They do get eruption, so he knows where one person is. We have the no chase sound, so this is sounding really fun. Hits the BT, so that's a guaranteed Deli, because he does not have enough time to catch up. And he's going to die full topside, which is right next to where 2 gens are being depleted. Okay, this is an amazing start. Usually Father Campbell's Chapel topside has the strongest 3 gen. So the fact that they're popped 2 of the gens here, and 2 the 3 gens gone, and 3 that's where the death is huge. And also this might be even a DS. They might save it, but yeah, it looks like they saved the DS, or he missed it, in which case that's really bad.
Yeah. We'll have to see, honestly. We'll see in Glock's next chase if he has one. But yeah, I think you're right, because usually, yeah, DS is usually on the live player, and that's Glock. So we'll have to see what's gonna happen there. Maybe we'll just put DS in the back pocket. Hopefully Glock didn't miss DS. If he did miss it, hopefully he just didn't hit it at all, and so it'll be safe for later, even if it was an accident. But if he pressed that thing early, that blows, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, they're probably. They might even have the person with FTP go for the unhook here, so that way they can FTP him, and he has 2 health states and DS.
Yeah, that'd be pretty ideal right now. Although even Momo could just come for the trade. I mean, not right now. He's injured still, but if he can get healthy and just play aggressive on a hook, it wouldn't be too bad. But FTP would probably be the best. But considering the fact that we're currently seeing camp, I think it's just not going to be doable very much. So
yeah, FTP wouldn't work there. In fact, I don't even think they have it unless Momo has it, or Glock could be the FTP. Actually, I just realized, because he is DS, so they would want to. Yes, he is. He is DS, so he would want to force chase on him. Does use his DS, and he saved his life, so he's going to use his pallet, get extra distance. So now the Nurse. Wait.
Oh goodness. Okay, that's
he made like no
scary.
distance.
Oh, nicely done. We last a little bit longer, but now we forced the pick out of the locker, so it's going to take a little bit more time for Tech here, and that means more gen pressure from our serves here. Julian does get picked up in the background, so now things are starting to recover a little bit for Petroleum here. But quite frankly, they're in a good spot. They're in a very, very good spot. Ideal situations for all 4 survivors right now, quite frankly.
Yeah, they're in an excellent position. He is going to get Pop, Cobb, and Eruption on this gen. which for those who don't know, Call of Brian, it makes the gen regress faster. I believe it's 150%, same as Ruin, for 70 seconds. And also, obviously, everyone knows what Pop and Eruption do. So that is a lot of gen regression. But now he's chasing the Deli, and I have a feeling he didn't even use his Unbreakable.
Yeah, I don't think you want to use your Unbreakable this early. You still have like a lot of teammates up and ready to go. So I definitely wouldn't want to use it right now. Now would be a great time to use it, though, in the 3v1. And it looks like someone touched this gen, actually.
Yeah, they completely stopped the regression, which is really huge. That is very good. Julian, never mind, he's been caught out. Oh, that's bad.
Oh, yeah, that is bad.
He did die far away. Oh, he's just picking. Okay. It looks like he's going to take maybe the Pop Eruption on one of these gens.
Now, did Momo use UB already?
I don't know. I assume not, because earlier Julian and Acid were stacking that topside gen while Momo was slugged in main. So they probably popped it and then went to pick him up. And they might have just calmed to not waste UB because they want to save it for later. So
yeah,
Momo's probably going to heal himself and try to play this a bit safer.
Checking edge map here, trying to see if someone's rotating kind of early for the save. We do see Acid on this hill gen, making some good distance now, but we're going to blink right back to this high progress gen right here, which has lost a good amount of progress, actually. We're only seeing 2 pistons going. It's still regressing, so it's going to keep going down. And with Julian still on hook, this is a little bit tough for Petroleum at the moment, but Deliverance is in play. Acid's in chase, so this is a free unhook at the moment. Acid made like no distance from that.
Yeah, I think he may have just gotten sniped on the gen, is what it seems like. Oh, Tech not going instantly to the hook. He's just maybe trying to cut them off from bottom. Well, he sees Momo, so Julian's going to go get the pickup most likely, and he does have Botany Solly, so he can get that pickup really quickly and get some heal progress on himself.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Petroleum, while they're, I wouldn't really say struggling at the moment, they just have a lot of pressure against them. They're still in a fine spot. I mean, if Momo gets hooked, that's Deli. We do get the pickup onto Acid, so we're still kind of fine. We just need to get some resets out here soon. We're going to lose some gen progress for it, but I think ideally getting resets out is honestly pretty important in the current situation.
Yeah, this gen is quite far away from all the others, so it's likely that they're not even going to worry about that one for a little while. They might just have Julian work it since he's obviously been hooked already. So I don't know if it's worth it for Tech to worry about that gen at all. So he's already looking for Momo. I think Momo is stealthing towards topside. So he might get found here. Never mind, he went the other way. If Momo doesn't get found here, that's huge.
Yeah, that is honestly pretty good for Petroleum here. And even if he does get found, I mean, he's Deli, so he's still fine. Like, there's no problem with him getting found, honestly. But if he's able to get this reset off, I mean, Petroleum's in just a perfect situation at the moment. They have 2 gens left, and while the gen pressure is kind of lacking at the moment, it's for good reason. They need to get resets off. They need to be healthy again. And then once they're all healthy, the Tech's in a much less dominant spot. And there you have it. All 3 reset, and now we're back on gens. So now we can take longer chases, and Momo has Deliverance up, so everyone's kind of chilling right now.
Yeah, and here starts coming the issue with this build, the gen kick limit. That gen by main is not close to out of kicks, but with Eruption, every kick is essentially 2. So you only get 4 eruptions on 1 gen. And it's already gotten a couple times, which means that eventually that's going to run out of kicks. If they can win this war of attrition, which Acid takes a decent hit, but it's still a hit. So it looks like he's probably going to be 2-tap here.
Actually, he's kind of fine at the moment. Never mind, I lied. Big lie. I'm a big liar, guys. My bad. Yeah. I mean, it's Nurse. She has the best 1v1 in the game. Yeah, you're just gonna go down, honestly.
Yeah, unfortunately, he saw both survivors with Eruption as well, so now he has free info on everybody. Momo's just going to go for this trade. He might even... I believe Acid has Resurgence as well. So he's probably going to instantly reset him with Will Make It Resurgence, which is going to be an almost instant heal.
Wow, look at this gen pressure in this 3v1. That's pretty solid. We do see Pop come in, so it's gonna delay this gen from getting completed for a little bit longer. But I mean, honestly, we're getting some really solid gen pressure out of this match here. And Petroleum is still in a good spot. We're really minimizing the amount of hook stages here. And looks like, I think this is Momo just playing really... No, it's Julian actually. Trying to play very aggressively on this gen here.
Yeah, Julian playing, I think, a little bit too aggressive. This might hurt them. Because now, if he can get his DH off, it's not going to matter that much. Acid is... He does! Oh! That is huge.
Nice.
Because now it's going to be Eruption, but he's going to die so far away, the 10% is not going to matter. It's only 9 seconds of wasted time.
Yeah, very true. I mean, this is still pretty good for Petroleum. They're gonna take another hook stage, sure, but I mean, this gen for Acid might actually get completed if we're able to. And Momo's gonna stealth off of his gen here. We have 2 gens with high progress right now, so things are not looking too bad for Petroleum at all. We might even see outs in this match.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Okay,
gen.
Tech is actually making the right call here because he will be able to stop that gen by getting a hit on Acid, but he'll pop it anyway, and he might just die for it because they might just take the 4K1. But popping that gen is still it's still pretty close, and it's a guaranteed stoppage. So that's actually a decent play. But now Momo's right there, and he can get the pull pretty much anytime.
True. Yeah, this is good for Petroleum still. Yeah, because Momo can play aggressively on the gen, or he can play aggressively for the pull. It really honestly doesn't matter, because no matter what he does, he's just in a position where his first hook stage is not going to matter for Petroleum at all. Sure, it'll count in the end if they get stages out, but at the same time, he can just instantly deli. It doesn't matter all that much. And unfortunately, we get kind of screwed over by the collision there, not able to get a blink. And do we? Nope, we don't hit that. So Julian's just going to make a lot of distance. He has DH in the back pocket ready to go. And Tech knows this. He's like, all right, I'm not in for another long chase. I'm going to go right back to my gens and see what's going on.
Yeah, this is actually really bad for Tech. This was, if he had gotten that down on Julian, this was 4K1. Like 90% likely. Because there's not much progress on this. Like, even with all that time wasted, there's still not that much progress. This is the highest progress gen, and it had Eruption on it. So he likely would have stopped it from popping, and it would have been 2-1. There would have been no way that they could last long enough in chase to pop these gens. But now, Julian is reset, and he has no info on it.
Yeah,
so
and
this is looking like it could be maybe 9 stages.
Yeah, I think the possibility of seeing outs here is growing ever more possible. And Momo's going to take some really good distance over to Shaq and try to play this against Tech's Nurse. And yeah, not even giving line of sight. So that's great for Momo. Actually, go to the corner as well. So it's going to be a tag onto Momo. But this chase is going to be pretty much fruitless besides getting Eruption off. And that being said, since Momo is the Deli player, Overcome's in play. We do see the down though, so Overcome didn't really matter all too much. And this hook stage won't matter too much either. Eruption is really the only thing to gain out of this, and maybe just a fresh hook. But in the end, I mean, if we see all 5 gens completed, again, this won't really matter too much. And Baseman! Alright, buddy.
Yeah, but it's Deli. Like, the Deli will 100% get killed in this basement if he just camps it. Because the gates are too far, and you can't body block versus Nurse. And she can just wait out the BT timer by body blocking him, and he's likely dead anyway. But with that said, Julian and Acid will get out. But actually, no, wait, Momo could get Hatch. Oh, I just realized. If he can somehow get past him, then he gets Hatch. As long as they leave on time.
So, Tech's really only option here is just to 2-tap Momo through BT. Or just body block him long enough that his BT expires. And yeah, now he's gonna try to get out. Does get past. What?
That is insane.
And wait, does he get it? No, he doesn't. That's so unfortunate. Oh, that could have been legendary. The fact that he almost made that too, incredible by Petroleum. I think you called it exactly. 9 stages, 4 fresh. Perfect prediction, actually.
It's just game sense, you know. I'm just him. That's fine.
Yeah,
You can keep glazing me, but I think the viewers will do that themselves.
Bro is himless. 040.
Okay, buddy. Okay. You see, you
Himless.
can't insult me like this because people think that you're me. So in fact, you're insulting yourself. So
Yeah, that's
checkmate.
true.
But yeah,
I'm gonna take some time to reflect on this.
that was a really good play by them, but it's pretty much impossible to do something like that versus a Nurse because even if you get past her, like you just saw, you can just blink through the wall and stand on top of the hatch and the Surf can't get it. I think Momo's only chance there was maybe trying to bait going to hatch and maybe make gate, but even then that's going to be pretty much impossible. The gate's just too far.
Yeah, it's really not doable. But they had to try, right? And it almost worked. Gotta give them credit for that. It almost worked. But yeah, we'll have to see Petroleum get on Nurse here and Orison on the Survivor side and see what can happen. They need to get Orison needs to get 10 stages out of the door here. So Julian's gonna be on Nurse, looks like, actually. So yeah, I'm honestly very interested in this because this is a pretty big moment for both of our teams here.
Yeah, low key, the pick might be no way. Just walk him down in the end game, and there you go. It's it's a free stage.
Yeah, just walk him down Nurse style, right?
Exactly.
Like in the old days.
But hey, at least like you could see from that game, the one like really blaring mistake that I can remember is I believe Acid was getting chased towards topside, and then Julian got caught out on that gen on bottom on the LT, and he was injured and just got instantly downed because obviously it's Nurse. So that was the one big mistake I saw. Otherwise, they had pretty good coordination and uh pretty good chase. Like their death spots were really good. Their decision making was pretty good. So that tells me that that dock set didn't really hurt their mental all that much, which is really big because if they can win this, which as Nurse this is easily winnable, then they're going to be feeling really good about themselves. Also taking Horizon's set again.
Yeah, that would be really big for Petroleum here. Now, like you mentioned earlier, you said that I don't think it was a good idea to pick Nurse against Petroleum, just because they're really good against Nurse, and they also have two pretty solid Nurse players, and we're kind of seeing that, right? We obviously haven't seen Petroleum's Nurse yet, but I mean, we already know that Julian and Momo both played Nurse pretty well, but their Survivor side was honestly pretty well coordinated. They were in very good spots whenever they needed to be. We did have a couple of 2-taps, but unfortunately that's just because Nurse is just really solid in the 1v1 department. So we're getting our survivors loaded in here, and Julian will be on Nurse for Petroleum. So yeah, we'll have to see what Julian can do here. Will Petroleum take this set from Orison, or will Orison keep their pick and win this set for their team? Either way, we're going to see the 4th set today. So whatever happens here, it's not going to be the loss in the matchup overall just yet.
Yeah, 10 stages is definitely doable, especially with Nurse. Like if Julian can get a really good 3-gen, then it's definitely doable. If the gens are very split, or they have some really good juke chases or something like that, then it will be really difficult. But I think Julian's Nurse is pretty solid. Like he's pretty consistent. Like he may not be like the most flashy or considered like the best Nurse in the world, but he's definitely very consistent at it. So I expect Petroleum to take this. I think
Yep.
Julian's got this.
You know, I agree with you there, honestly. I think Julian's got this too. And considering their Survivor side, I mean, whenever you see a solid Survivor side, you just know for a fact they scrim those sets, and they have a very solid killer, because you really wouldn't get good against someone playing a very solid killer if you didn't also have a solid killer. You know what I mean? Like it becomes more obvious like the more time you spend in competitive DBD, and you notice these things more. So we're seeing Julian blink towards main building, get on the top of the stairs and try to get a good vantage point, see where the action's going to be happening here. And so far, not really seeing much just yet, but we're going to go and scout around.
Yeah, and we have the exact same build, just a copy and paste. And because of the rules for offerings that survivors have, the survivors have to spawn the furthest point away from the killer, and obviously they all spawn together automatically. So Julian knows pretty much exactly where they spawned, and he shows that by finding Lona instantly. He's using his game sense to try to find their rotations, and that's an instant 2-tap and a basement hug.
Oh, that's beautiful for Julian here. Now, you know, you said that Julian doesn't have the most flashy nurse, but it's very consistent. I don't know, man. I think that was kind of flashy looking. That was a pretty solid down. That was a 2-tap, and it looked pretty good.
If he was like me, then he would have hit a 360 blink.
Oh, okay, I see. So then next time we queue up for ranked together, I want you to show me what you got, all right? But
no, I'm betting nurse. Sorry, it's banned in ranked.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, he has an early down. He has a basement hug, and it was on the corrupt side. The issue is that even the closest 3-gen is main building. So he does not have a good gen spread around this hook. So usually with Nurse, you want to try to hook in your 3-gen and camp it. You want to try to get that second stage as quick as possible so that you can have a 3-gen in the 3v1, and then the chases are so quick that it won't really matter. But he doesn't have a 3-gen here. But he does find the savior. Oh, wait.
Likely...
It probably will be either Sprint Burst or Overcome. If this is Overcome, it's going to be a difficult 2-tap. But if he can 2-tap this, then that's pretty much a win.
Yeah. It's not Medkit, so might not be Deliverance, actually.
And he goes second stage.
Oh, that's so good for Julian.
And this is the deadly. Bro, this... Oh, he doesn't get the 2-tap. But that's close enough. Denying that Deli, like, Deli can't get the save now. They'll have to reset, and by that time, like, he'll pretty much be dead. He's going back already. He knows someone has to go for this pull because Deli's out of the game at the moment. So there's no point in expecting him to go for it. He knows roughly where they're going to be coming from. He knows it's going to be the person that just popped that gen. So he knows they're on this side of the map. He just has to find them.
It's pretty rough for Orison. They're not in the best spot right now. Ionut's going to be dying on hook soon if they can't do anything about it. They do pop 2 gens, so the gen pressure's not, like, gone. But at the same time, Manu not being able to get the pull is really risky because once Deliverance is no longer an option, I mean, things just get really tough. Like, you cannot play as aggressive if you don't have Deliverance up. So it's going to be very, very tough for our survivors. And Ionut dies in the basement. That's so bad for Orison. Julian is looking incredible in this third set here, doing a fantastic job of preventing Deliverance from being activated. And if he can find Manu again, that'd be insanely good for him.
Yeah, this is an extremely good position for him. Now he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't have the best 3-gen, but there's very little gen progress. At most, there's like 1 high progress because Murtex popped their gen and was going for the pull. Manu was setting up for the save that entire time and got found, and then Tech popped their gen and then healed Manu. So right now they could be doubling and about to pop a gen, but that is the absolute most that can happen. Yeah, Tech is just working on a gen solo, and it's complete topside, and it's only 75 right now. So it will pop, but they don't need just gens to pop. They need to keep their stages. Yeah, and Julian, if Julian's smart, he knows that this is Deli because they were setting up for pool. So if he hooks this, he knows there's no Deli in the entire game.
Wow, this is a perfect situation for Julian here. This is extremely ideal. Deli is now officially gone. No longer in the match. Completely gone. Their strongest perk that could have done so much for them, gone. It's gone. That's it. Julian's in an extremely dominant position here. And quite frankly, I think it's kind of wraps for Orison in this match already. I mean, Julian doesn't have to do a whole lot to really keep the pressure up. Their biggest trump card perk is just officially out of the match now. And we're gonna get pop on this Gen 2, so like more regression. Yeah, I mean like the Gen split didn't really matter too much. Julian just had a great setup here, and yeah, we were gonna find Murtex as well and get a tag properly. Yep, there it is.
And now he knows no one's on gens. The only progress is being regressed. Like to be fair, they do have a lot of progress on the gen opposite of Shaq on the bottom side, but no one's on it right now. They might be rotating to it now, but they're probably resetting, trying to play it safe.
Yeah, and a nice double back attempt from Murtex, but we do get the down. But Julian's gonna go and pick and put him on hook. We do have a med kit for Manu. We actually traded the flashlight over to Tech, and that's an interesting little item exchange there. Kind of was interesting because what I was using to identify if Manu was the deli player was actually the med kit. So it was kind of interesting in the early game of the match here.
Yeah, there's a bit of a mind game to it because used to the strat pretty much everyone used was medkit on deli, because then they go in for the trade, they get the unhook, they are slugged, they unbreakable, pick themselves up, and heal with medkit. But a lot of people expect that nowadays, so it's actually smart to switch items on people because you still have them anyway. Like, you still have the item, so they could just give it to the deli player. And in this position,
Yeah, exactly.
does get the heal with Resurgence. That means Tech is probably working on a bottom side gen. Or no, Murtex is.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some gen progress on the board here. It's not terrible. Actually, right now there's pretty much nothing. We just finished resetting, and while there's, I mean, I think that one gen that was Call O'Brien right now does have some progress, but it's running low. It is definitely about to hit 0 soon. We do actually find Manu again, and it looks like we are actually back on that gen, so we're progressing it. We just saw a loud noise notification over there, and that's gonna be a one blink. Oh, that's bad. That's gonna be a 2-tap probably.
Yeah, if this is overcome. Oh, never mind. Very good double back.
What a good double back.
Perfect timing double back. If that was a 2-blink hit, then guaranteed that's not a 2-tap because of overcome. But because it's a 1-blink, it was a potential.
Oh.
Julian, don't sell this. Don't sell this. Come on. Lock in, buddy. Lock in. I think he might be getting slightly nervous because he's close to his win con with 1 gen left.
Yeah.
So he's in a good position. He might just be getting a little nerves, but he's in a good enough position where he can still win this pretty easily. The gens are quite far though, so it's going to be difficult. Him missing that blink on Manu has put him in a pretty rough spot in comparison to where he was.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I think both those blinks that he missed definitely hurt him a bit. But, I mean, while this isn't really a 3-gen, it's in reach of Nurse. We do actually see someone was here to stop the regression and then just pieced straight out. So I think the idea right now is play slow and try to force regression events to come to an end. Because there's an 8 regression event total. So unless Julian commits to a chase here, you might be seeing regression events just get kind of chewed through with eruption. And Manu is nearby. We just heard him.
Yeah,
so
there he is.
If we can get it.
Yeah, it will be eruption on that gen. He might just pick up. Yeah, he's going to pick up, so that way he gets his pop, so that he can get the really big regression on that gen, and then he's going to get his called. Oh, wait.
Oh.
They might.
Hear me out.
No, they don't pop this. Okay. Okay, now this is a really good position for Julian. If he can kill Manu or hook Murtex and then hook and kill Tech, that's a win.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm thinking here. He's not far off from a win here. He's actually expecting them to be back over at the hook. Just hold. Okay, no, this is a very good position for him, actually. He can literally just hold. Okay, he leaves. Does he? Oh,
He
does
blinks
see
straight on
Murtex.
Murtex.
Oh my goodness! Like a.
Yeah, this is okay. So there's no way they
Oh,
pop
goodness.
that main gen in time for this, as long as Julian doesn't get juked too hard.
No,
Which he
and
doesn't.
he doesn't. Nicely done, Julian.
And
You
they have
actually
no
saw
gen
it
progress.
entirely
Yeah, I
neutral.
think he can go for tech and literally face camp him and get him dead, and that's a win.
Yeah, he's getting pretty close to the win condition here. We're currently sitting at we're currently sitting
That's
at seven
that's seven.
stages.
Yeah, 6 stages actually.
Six
Wait, no,
stages.
is it?
No,
Yeah,
seven.
yeah, 6 stages.
Is this 6?
No, it's 7.
We have 3
oh
on-
my
on
god,
that.
my brain's not working.
okay.
Yeah, it's 7 stages. 3 on Lona, and then 4 across the other 2.
Yep. So, and we're gonna find Tech here. So, actually, he can. You know what? If he gets this down near basement, or actually any hook rather, and just camps Tech out, that's the win. You can let the other survivors just leave.
Yep,
This
exactly.
is-
And it's a free 2-tap. So this actually might just be straight up a 4K1. But he doesn't even need it, so he might not just play for it. Might try to play it safe and get his death.
Oh, he's got a hill hook too. Yeah, this is kind of rough. I don't think you make it to basement here. Oh, the regression has just been eating away at this gen and main. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're going to see 4K1 here pretty soon. This gen's going to get hit by Pop and Eruption and Cold Brine, so we're going to see all of that gen progress. Just bye-bye. Papa.
And he
Papa
knows where
progress.
Murtex is stealthing too. He's blinking straight towards him. But blinks past him, unfortunately, because Murtex stealthed a little bit further up than he expected. So he does get the pull. Now, I think let me do the math real quick in my head. Okay, if he hooks anybody now, that is a tie. So he will need simply 2 more hooks.
Yeah. Yeah, you're 100% right. Tech is not healthy yet, and we're splitting on gens right now. So I think that, yeah, Tech's up in main building right now, doubling with Manu. So if this goes uncontested for a little bit, yeah, Murtex is not worth chasing right now. We honestly ideally want Tech, who for some reason they're not spending time resetting. He's definitely the survivor worth the most stages right now. So
Yeah,
it's
Tech
kind
is
of
the DS player, so they wanted to maybe bait Julian into going for him, getting DS'd, and then being in a much better position. Then he left them, so doesn't even get the DS, and he plot twists as well. So now he's going to be fully healthy as well. This is. Wait a second. There's no way
Wait.
they out this, right? There's no way they do this. They're just forcing
Nah.
locker.
Wait,
Almost.
Vertex has high gen progress in Shaq. Okay, we're getting a little bit risky now. Tech gets fully healthy. Yeah,
Yeah,
needs
he
Tech.
pops
He needs
Shaq in
Tech
time.
here. He needs Tech. That's
No,
what
he
needs.
can down Manu, and then he can get any of them. He can get either Murtex or Tech.
But
That
if he
power
auto
drop
gens
does
soon-
nothing.
Oh yeah.
Wait, the
okay.
gate's right next to it though. Oh, he has to slug. And Manu's unbreakable. Oh no, this is actually really bad.
Oh brother. Okay. Well,
If he can find Tech, it's fine. But he has to find Tech.
yeah, this is kind of rough, right? He needs Tech in this situation. He needs Tech. He cannot let. Ah man.
Wait!
Oh
No!
no!
No, they get the gate
What?
open in time. Oh, that's gonna be a tie.
Oh, brother. Okay, well, here's the good news. That means that you and I get to cast a 2v1 together, and I'm looking forward
Let's
to
go.
that. Let's go. Let's go. 9 stages.
Oh.
9 stages.
Bro,
wait,
if he-
wait.
No, that
have
is 9
four-
stages.
Did we have 4 fresh last time?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Acid had been hooked once. Julian was death hook. I think it was Glock was dead, and Momo died.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We did see 4 fresh. Okay, so yeah, 2v1 tiebreaker time. That's right. And it's going to be on
Guys,
Nurse, so...
I want to point out at that main pallet, had Julian hit that blink on Manu, his unbreakable was just used, so he could have slugged that, and he probably would have made it back to the gate in time. because he
Yeah, I
missed
think
it,
you're right.
it wasted enough time that they got the gate open. So because he back bumped on his hit. So he just straight up
Oh,
got scammed of the win.
oh,
That's
brother,
insane.
it's like a cartoon almost. These are some silly situations, man. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this 2v1 started here. Now Julian's gonna stay on Nurse here, and we're gonna get two of the survivors that played on the set to come in for Team Orison here against Julian's Nurse, and then we'll switch it up. Combined total chase time for both teams will be added up, and we'll see which team has the most chase time against each other's nurses. So, honestly, I'm a big fan of this 2v1 system. We talked about it a little bit before, but I like it a lot, and this is your first one, Flightless, so that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it's okay. Julian could have possibly gotten the win that game, but uh, it's not too bad for them because they have a Glock and Acid. Now they might not go Glock and Acid, I don't know, but I expect them to because Glock and Acid are known for their 1v1s, like I said before. So there's a good chance that they win this. Now it is Nurse. Nurse is a lot more difficult, but I don't know how Orison's serves are in 1v1s. But I know Glock and Acid are pretty good. So this is still looking good for Petroleum. They can still take the win on this.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, having known 1v1 players on your team definitely going to be a little bit of a help here. But yeah, I also don't really know if Orison has too many 1v1 players. But quite frankly, it's pretty crazy we got to the tiebreaker again. It's becoming a little bit more common, and honestly, I'm a fan of that. I like seeing the tiebreaker, so it's pretty cool. Nurse, like you said, it's gonna be tough because Nurse has the best 1v1 in the game, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that we're gonna see something pretty awesome here. Now, what made the first one so crazy to me is we saw it on Hillbilly. The very first tiebreaker system we saw on Hillbilly, it was, I believe, Mercy versus. It was either Desperate or Delusional. It was a team that started with DE. I think it was one of the two. And what made it so crazy was that once the first combined chase time was set, we saw the second team start, and someone got down like pretty quickly, and it put me on the edge of my seat for like the rest of the time, like hoping to see, will this guy get it close or not? I'm hoping to see that we're gonna see a pretty close chase, but yeah, it's just like really, it's very intense.
Yeah, it is. Like, to be fair, 1v1s are pretty difficult for tiebreakers. Like they can, like, if you obviously Nurse doesn't really care about RNG, so that's not my point, but like you have to deal with a lot with RNG, and obviously in this, with being a 1v1v1, you have the issue of relying on a teammate as well. Like you can have a really good chase. You can have like a minute 30 chase. If your teammate gets 20 seconds, then it's not looking very good.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, right? But I mean, hey, either way you spin it, right? I mean, if your teammate gets like 20 seconds and you get like a minute 50, right? And then the other team doesn't get that combined total chase time, even if both their chases are like on average better, it doesn't matter. You still win, right? So,
Yeah,
I
true.
mean,
And
obviously,
then you can ego your teammate that got the shorter time. You can be like, I carried you. You're welcome.
yeah,
Without me, you would
exactly.
have gotten nowhere. You're nothing in life. That's what they would say, word for word.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, quite frankly, I would say that if my teammate got like 20 seconds, I got a minute
I say
50.
that to myself.
Yeah,
I mean, huh?
yeah.
I didn't say
What?
nothing. Huh?
What are you
So
what are you talking
anyway,
about?
yeah, it looks like we're gonna have Tech and Menu versus Julian's Nurse for the 1v1v1.
Yeah, I'm here for this. This is gonna be pretty awesome. Yeah, no delivers this time. So I'm curious what perks are gonna bring in for this, because you can bring in like the normal 1v1 stuff, balance landing. You can bring in live. It's gonna be played on Father Campbell's Chapel again. It's gonna be the same map with the same killer players, and then the survivors who were on the actual set. So
Are they allowed to bring the same perks?
they as long as they're not banned in 1v1 balancing, then yeah.
Okay, so probably going to see at least one live and probably a quick and quiet, because quick and quiet is really good versus Nurse. So that way you can use your live to get extra distance. Now, normal 1v1s for Nurse are on Cold Tower. So there's a rule on DBDLeague for the ladder where the Nurse is not allowed to blink outside of Shack, and the serve is not allowed to instantly drop the God Pellet to then trap the Nurse inside. So based on that, it will take you, you can double blink and you won't hit the survivor off the start. But then if you one blink, you can then double blink to get a hit. You'll have that much distance. So usually the plan is to try to get your live off after those initial first or two blinks. That way you're not within range to get hit. So that way you can use quick and quiet to not give a notification as to where you are for the Nurse. So it's a good way to hide from her. And I was exactly right. We have one of those, and the other one, I believe, is alive and fixated, which also fixated is really good because you can one, see your scratch mark so you can know like what the Nurse can see, and two, you can walk around corners so maybe the Nurse doesn't see you as well.
Yeah, and we're seeing this 2v1 kickoff here with Tech and Chase first, and Julian's gonna go and blink straight after, and we're taking our Chase over to main building. Live procced instantly, so that's really good for Tech. He's able to make a lot of distance, but again, it's Nurse, so you can catch up pretty quickly, so long as you don't exceed the blink range here. But yeah, it looks like we make a lot of distance here, so not too bad. And oh, just barely missing the blink. So that's really good for Tech. We're gonna make some extra time here, but once we catch up, that'll be oh, nicely done. Through
goes for the pallet time. Julian got
a two-tap. Yep.
And that's a two-tap. Yeah, Julian got really lucky with that doorway being blocked there by the breakable wall, because then he missed the blink, but Tech had to still go on the outside of Shack, still the outside of main, and was still zoned. So it actually ended up working out for him. And then Tech goes for the pallet stun, and it turned out bad for him. But now it's Manu's turn.
The first chase lasted 45 seconds, so not terrible. Pretty average for Nurse, I'd say. But we're going to come after Manu now. And once we get this combined chase time, we're going to see how long they lasted as a team in Team Orison. And Julian has to catch up, because we actually just used live again pretty immediately in chase here, and made some pretty good distance. So catch the Manu, get a nice blink around the rock, and get a tag onto Manu. But we're waiting for our blinks to come back, and then we'll be right on Manu's behind.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna play 50s. He wins the 50 on the pallet. Oh, that is a huge amount of time. It's probably only going to buy like 10 seconds, but still, 10 seconds versus a Nurse is pretty huge.
It honestly is. We make a lot of distance too. Like, look at this. That's a humongous amount of distance. Do we actually land that? No, we don't.
This is a second. This is not looking good.
Exactly what Orison needs here. We are.
He is zoned edge map, so this is pretty.
There we go.
If he had missed that, I would have cried.
Yeah, a pretty solid chase, honestly. That bought right under 2 minutes with 1 minute 59 seconds combined total chase time. So that means that once we switch sides and get our Nurse from Orison in, our survivors of Petroleum, whoever it is, it's got to be Momo, Acid, Glock, and Julian. Two of those four, they're going to need to last 2 minutes and above to be able to be that. It can't be within 1 second of the...
they need to get about a minute each, which I think is very doable, because on this map, like with Cold Tower, if you can if you can get the good start where you get your live off, you don't get instantly hit, and then you can maybe juke one blink, a minute is possible, because you can wrap all the way around the map with plenty of LOS blockers. On this map, not so much, because the middle is pretty clear, but you have the main building, which is going to be hard to track on. So there's a lot of different ways that the serve can go, which means the blink is going to be pretty difficult to hit. So I think a minute each survivor is doable. I think it's not easy, but not difficult either.
Yeah, I think so too. Around about a minute each should do the trick, but yeah, it's easier said than done, right? Now we're gonna see Julian come in on the survivor side here, and we're waiting for our second survivor to join in. Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be Julian and Acid or Julian and Glock. One of those two combinations. It's gonna be Glock. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Julian Glock. Okay, that's still very very good. I feel like Acid is probably not as confident on his Nurse chase because Julian plays versus Nurse probably more often, considering he is playing 4v1 versus the Nurse, and 1v1 Nurses really aren't that common because of how quick the chases usually are. So I can understand why Julian is going in, and obviously Glock. He's one of their best chase serves.
Yeah, honestly, this should be good. This should be really good, especially considering that Julian played Nurse. I mean, we should see, he should be pretty decent against Nurse, honestly. But yeah, I'm loving this 2v1 tiebreaker system, and we'll have to see what's gonna happen here. I'm wondering if Petroleum's gonna take this 2v1 and win this set, or if Orison will be able to shut down their chases before that happens. But yeah, this is pretty interesting how it's unfolding like this.
Yeah, and to be honest, based on the game before, like during the actual set itself, the servers were doing pretty good versus Tex Nurse. So they definitely have a chance. Oh, and they have a perfect lineup as well. This window going straight in, like you can run around these benches and probably waste a lot of time because it's hard to blink on these benches, like to be precise. Also, something people may not know is Nurse is really difficult to blink behind serves on high ping, and this is EU to NA, so this is high ping, which means that maybe the hitboxes will give Tech a run for his money. Are he starting? Probably going to get his live off instantly. We might just see a copy and paste of each chase, low key.
Honestly, yeah. Getting live off pretty early is going to be definitely pretty good and pretty key, honestly, to a Nurse chase. Now, how far does Glock make it? He makes it pretty far. He's breaking line of sight as well, so Tech has no idea where exactly he's gone to. Just kind of knows like the general location, right? So this is already lasting. Oh, did he lose him? Wait, I think did he lose him?
Yeah, he lost him, but he's on him again. He's seen the scratch marks. That okay, is so a 2 blink hit as well, so this isn't going to be an instant 2 tap.
We are going to catch up here pretty soon. And breaking line of sight again. This is really good pathing from Glock here. So we're seeing. Oh, we do get the down. That was
go down.
Pretty decent chase though. I was coming in at 58 seconds, so round about what you need. But now Julian's going to have to last about 3 seconds longer than that.
Yeah, he needs at least a minute and 2 seconds. Which is very doable. If Glock had won that 50 on the hill, he would have gotten that time extra. Oh, he 2 blinks after him, so now he's within hit range after these next 2 blinks.
Yep, that's very true. We do get live off though, so we make some pretty good distance. So far, not really too sure where Julian's at. He actually doubled back at a pretty good time, so we might actually see him kind of struggle to find out where Julian's at. This is really good pathing. Oh, Julian made some good distance again.
Oh, he dodges the blink. What? Oh, that is huge. Wastes 2 blinks, doesn't get hit, and has distance. So this has to be, as long as Julian doesn't get 1 blink here, this I'm muting for the rest of the stream.
I can't do this anymore. It's 2 taps as well. Oh, brother.
Bro, that's Julian, at least give me some downtime.
What? No, you're joking. We have to replay that exactly the same time. What, brother?
158. No, it's 1 second difference, but 1 second difference is typically a replay.
Yeah.
because
It's a
obviously
replay.
that's mainly down to react. Like you could put that down to reaction time of the person timing. So 1 second is essentially a tie, which means that actually they would have needed at least uh 2 minutes and 1 second to beat that.
Oh, brother, what is happening? How are we replaying the tiebreaker? All right, well, we're gonna go and get right back into it with Tech on the Nurse again, and looks like the survivors of Petroleum are gonna be setting the they're gonna be setting the time. So honestly, yeah, what a matchup, man. I don't know what to say really. Um,
See, that just goes to show if I believe it was Manu in the second chase. If Manu hadn't juked a couple of those blinks, that would have been a win for Petroleum.
yeah,
Like
very
that
true.
that first chase that he had on Tech was so good. Only 45 seconds. That put him in a good spot. But then Nancy just locked in, was like, "Nah, you ain't catching me today, bum."
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
hopefully we'll
that
get a decision on who's the winner this time. And oh brother, why is Basement not in Shack? Now they're gonna have to run all the way from Maine just to get this chase started. Oh brother.
well, that's fine. They can start. They can pretty much go uh like to Shack the second they go down. They'll probably die top side, so I don't think it'll make a difference. But that actually does make Maine even more dangerous because they if they run back into Tech, he could happen to blink down into basement.
True. True. So it looks like we're gonna start with what, Glock first or Julian first?
Yeah,
Um,
they're having a little bit of a conversation. Oh,
it's not a basement, buddy.
it's
What
a
are you doing?
box. It's just a box. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, it's the Glock box.
It's a Glocks. Well,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
now
yeah.
Julian, they don't have that good of window. Wait, does he
Oh,
double back?
wait, what?
Oh, he did double back.
He did.
Okay, now if he gets hit on this, this is really bad. Because this blink, like, yes, he'd waste some time with these blinks, but
Oh,
he gets
brother.
in one. Oh,
Oh, that's
no.
even worse than a one blink. Oh
Oh,
no.
and now he's two tap, I think. Oh, he
Oh,
juked it. Oh, thank God.
nice juke from Julian. We make a little bit of distance, and we did use two blinks, so we're gonna have to recover them over a small period of time here. But yeah, I mean, after that,
Ooh, that was
oh,
nasty. That was the
that
last
was
pixel as well.
that was gonna be 49 seconds. So yeah.
Still
Hopefully
better
we'll
than
see.
the first chase. So
True, true,
they at least have that to think about. But now Glock is going to have to he's going to have to do something because the issue with Julian's pathing is that yeah, he made check and he wasted a couple blinks, but if he gets hit here, he's zoned edge map and he makes like no distance. So it's
Yeah.
like even then it's pretty bad.
True it is, honestly. Yeah, so Glock's gonna need to kind of carry this chase a little bit. It's not like Julian did a bad job, but he kind of gave a pretty bad hit pretty early on. So that's pretty unfortunate, but I mean, we'll see what Glock can do here. It was a pretty nice double back from Julian though, so we did see, and this time, yeah, we do use one blink. So now that's actually kind of smart from Tech here. We might be seeing. Oh, still
Yeah,
got
this
some really
is
good distance.
This is the most common start, where you use one blink, they live, they then use another blink to catch up, and now you're within hit range. And this looks like it's going to be a hit already. Predicts him completely. This is going to be a two-tap most likely, unless Glock can juke the blink somehow. No, he
Nope,
doesn't.
can't.
That's
Part
a
of
pretty
it's
fast chase as
definitely-
well.
Yeah, I mean, part of it's definitely due to the RNG, so that's really unfortunate. 1 minute 28. If Orison doesn't win this, I think they might be selling. Honestly,
To be
Petroleum
fair,
had,
it was about a minute 30 when in Julian's nurse set when he was doing the 1v1v1.
true.
It was about a minute 30 when Nancy dropped that pallet, winning that 50. So
It's just
had he won that, it probably would have been about that time. So this is doable, but Julian's is going to have to lock in.
that's very true. That's very true. Julian is gonna have to log in here, and he's gonna have to hope that they get bad RNG because, quite frankly, unfortunately, on this tiebreaker replay, both Julian and Glock had really bad RNG to work with. Like the first tiebreaker that they did, they had great RNG, and that's what led to them tying the tiebreaker. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, if somehow maybe Tech and Manu get really bad RNG too, I mean we hopefully we don't see another tie, but yeah, I think this should be a deciding set or match here.
Yeah, this time is a little bit closer, so I doubt they'll tie this again, but
Knock on wood. Do you have
low
wood near
key,
you? I
kind of hope
don't.
they do, so that way I can waste more of your time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I honestly do too. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see because we're about to load in right now. Everyone's readied up, and yeah, I mean Julian can pull this off. It's possible, but I mean round about 49 to 50-second chases each. On Petroleum's end, he's gonna have to shut these chases down very quickly in order to win for Petroleum here. But he can do it, I believe.
Yeah, the thing about Nurse 1v1s also is that, so for Cold Tower, like I said, you usually try to get your lithe off. With Cold Tower, your main RNG actually matters a lot. If you have the window facing towards mid map, like the closest point, the nurse should use 2 blinks to get as close as possible. Then you live, and you are kind of zoned edge map, but you have the main building to block LOS. And then the
Oh,
nurse will still have to use probably another 2 blinks to catch up to you.
you, you,
But
you
if you
know,
have,
Julian,
yeah,
Julian did a double take when he saw that window. He's like, oh,
mhm.
darn it, man.
And also, if you have the bad window RNG, then you kind of have to go to one of the tiles nearby to use your live. But here, they don't even have that luxury because they just have the window right in front of them.
Yeah, so it's very early live usage, so they're going to get a lot of distance. Julian does catch up with his 2 blinks, but I mean, look at all this distance. Actually, this could be a very early hit. We do see a hit come
Ooh.
through, so that's actually really good for Julian here. Getting that hit as early as possible is very, very necessary. Can we shut it down quickly, though? Oh!
No, Julian, no.
We have to land this hit. We have to land this next blink.
If you don't land this blink, then it's pretty much over. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
That's
all right.
That's still longer than you'd like to see. 48 to be fair.
seconds.
Actually, wait, that's a second less than what Julian got, so.
That's true. That's true. We could be seeing this come to a close here. And yeah, Manu's next chase is gonna be all on Manu's shoulders here. Can he last long enough, or will Julian get the down in time? This is why 2v1s are so freaking cool, man. There's so much pressure.
Yeah, and oh, the thing is that with that window, that does make things a lot more complicated. It gives a lot more catch-up time, and if you miss 1 blink after that, it's pretty much impossible. And he doesn't even get inside main, so he wastes extra time going around.
That's unfortunate for Julian, honestly. But we are going to try to catch up here, see where Manu is. He makes it always circus, but you could probably 2-blink this hit. You do,
He does, and he gets stuck. Oh wait,
What?
So
This is
he just
doable.
lost 15 years of distance. Oh no! No!
Oh no. Wait. Oh god. Oh, it's getting so close.
Bro, no, I think that's a loss. Yeah, that is so close.
136. Orison
yeah.
takes the set by a hair. Just a few seconds above. So,
If Julian didn't try to 1-blink him. Oh, no.
brother.
Bro, Julian is probably so mad right now. He has the chance to actually win the nurse set because he downs the Nancy instantly after the unbreakable and can make it to the gate, but he gets scanned. And then that game he tries to 1-blink and he messes it up.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, right? Oh
Yeah,
man, what? Uh, Julian, I think Julian had it in the bag, but brother, trying to one blink is where that all went wrong. Because if he just waited for his second blink, he would have had the time, and he would have been able to he would have been able to position himself better. But you know what? Congrats, Orison, for winning the 2v1. We go on with 2-1. But ladies and gentlemen, really quick, we're gonna send it over to a break for a little bit. So go grab your popcorn, go get your drinks, etc., and hang tight while we set up the next match. We'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
and welcome back. We're finally into the next set, which is Artist on the Suffocation Pit, which is Petroleum's choice. And we have Julian on the Artist. Usually it's Momo, so I'm kind of surprised to see this, but we have a pretty standard build, but a little bit different for Artist. We have Corrupt, Painres, Ruin, and Undying, which we do have some Undying value already. We were able to see, I believe that was Manu, over on what is called 10, if you know the comp clock system. And you can in fact see him in the open field right there. So Julian's just he's trying to get his crows and trying to get a free chase because he's looking for the cross right now. He sees 2 survivors even. So this survivor is going to have to try to get rid of these birds or dodge. Does he juke them? He does it. He gets hit. Oh, that is an amazing start. And in fact, he even tries to zone him back on main. He does not get mind gamed here. A bit too smart for something like that. Using his crow, trying to get him swarmed. And now he's stuck here. Now, is he going to be able to dodge these? It looks like it, based on where he is. In fact, he does. He completely jukes. But no croak set up on the window, so that is very unfortunate.
Yeah, so all those crows are going to be pretty much wasted. It's not even really... Oh, we get the stun as well onto Julian. That's really unfortunate. But this is a pretty good pallet that's out of the way now, so not terrible. We do miss, unfortunately, just barely, though, onto Tech. Oh, we might catch him off guard, actually.
Yeah, I believe this is a hit even through this window.
No,
not quite.
What?
That was very close, and he gets his life off. That is pretty big. You can break this pallet, and he's completely zoned. It should be 100% death, right? There's no chance he jukes here.
Should be. Oh.
He juked the bird. A little bit extra waste of time, but not really anything.
M1 comes through, so we do see the down. But like this is full edge map, so far away from where all the active gens are. So that's really, really good for our survivors here. This isn't even a pain resonance. There's none in this area. So that's just going to be a gen completed. And the Murtex has another gen that's really, really close as well. So this is some very good gen pressure for Orison.
Yeah, and he already gets another snipe on Manu. Now this was a pretty good start for Julian. That was a very, very early hit, but Tech able to hold at least some sort of chase even while injured. Now he does have, I believe this is a 3-gen. Yeah, a very tight 3-gen as well.
An attempted
very tight gen
slingshot as well, just not really following through. Now, I mean, like if Tech notices this, he should be calling it out to his teammates, right? Hey, you know, the Artist is trying to set up a slingshot here, so should probably be careful. And we're gonna see another one come through here. Maybe this one will hit. Maybe. We'll have to see. Oh, it doesn't land, unfortunately. A nice attempt from Julian, though.
Manu knows because Tech, his teammate on the hook, is calling out for him. He's slingshotting. Yep. He's slingshotting. move, you bum. So then he
slingshot too. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it should definitely be called out. But the good thing here is we see that Tech goes second stage, and this is still buying Ruin some regression time. So it's not like it's just GG's. You do actually miss that follow-up bird, so we don't get a tag onto Manu. But this is a lot of wasted time on that one gen. And oh, someone rotates for the save. That's actually so good for oh brother, how did I miss both of them?
Low-key, this is kind of bit. Them getting that save doesn't really do, like, obviously they need to save there, otherwise he just dies on hook, but unless Tech can have an extremely good chase here, I don't think it's going to matter much. He does have Murtex's body blocking still, but now he's crowed, so he can't use body block and injured.
Exactly. So it's not a very good situation for Murtex anymore. And we do see a 3rd gen come out too, so this is very good. This is very good time wasted for Julian here. Oh, he's just able to make it all the way down to the bottom side of the map here. That's really rough. This gen has so much progress, Flightless. Oh, but he vaults. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Ruin is the sole reason that gen has not popped yet, but now it is regressing, but he doesn't have a tunnel anymore. He had to leave Tech, otherwise he is down to 4K1 with Murtex on top side getting progress. Now he does, Tech gets healed. He does still have pain res on Tech, so if he can somehow get him down super quickly, then he can get a pain res and the regression is going to come through and the gym progress isn't going to matter that much. But his Ruin is on bottom side as well, so he can't even like directly defend it. The only thing he can do is crow from the top side. But then, and in fact, there it goes anyway. So now we're down to a 1 perk Artist, which is not looking too great.
We do get the down onto Murtex though, so that's not too bad. But I mean, if I remember correctly, there's no pain reses in this whole corner, so like it's gonna be really rough to make one. We do have one in walking. Well, actually, we have 2 of them in walking distance. But like, if Murtex died full corner like Tech did, he wasn't making any pain residences. Oh, and the gen doesn't even. Oh, this is so rough for Julian.
And that is pretty much a wasted pain res as well, because the only other progress they had was so little that pain res took it down to 0. So there was like no progress for that pain res. So the one time he gets it, it's wasted, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, and also that follow through snipe doesn't come through, so we don't land another bird. But yeah, with Ruin out of the match now, like the regression is solely on pain resonance. And with this gen split being so spread, like it's not really that big of a deal for survivors of Orison here. I mean, that in consideration for the fact that it's Artist though. Wait, do we hit that? We hit that on Tech. Nicely done by Julian. We do.
Tech actually gets sniped. That's actually huge. Because now they have to heal him, which is going to give more time for this hook stage, and either someone's going to have to keep rotating for this, which means they're not doing a gem, or they don't have to keep doing gen, which means they're not doing save.
Yeah,
so that injury is big, very big.
Very big for Julian. Murtex is about to hit second here. It's very, very close, and there it is. And it looks like Manu's actually going up on hill, and he's like, hey, don't drop down right here, otherwise you're going to get smacked with a melee bird. But even then, it's only 1 bird, so the recovery is going to be pretty quick. But Julian actually decides to just go ahead and take an M1 instead, which he's going to get the birds off here. But we do actually land them onto Ionut here, who is now susceptible to a follow-up bird. Do we take it though? No! Good pathing from Ionut. Does not lend an easy bird follow-up.
Yeah, it looks like he might try to just commit to Renato. They're all 3 here.
But
wait. Wait. Oh. That is so unfortunate for Julian. He does get the crow. Maybe he can get the down here, but Lona is just taking the hit.
Oh, brother.
Sorry, I got some caught in my throat. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh
he
no!
Wait,
what?
Wait, what is? Was he? I mean, I guess Manu's working this gen, but is it really that high? I don't remember the progress on it.
I don't think it was that high, honestly. But we do.
Oh no, it was.
Oh, it was.
High,
it was. Yeah. And
okay, so that was good timing for him to leave that. If he had gotten that down on Tech, then that would have been like guaranteed the win, because that would be a 3v1 with another death hook, and that would have been a pain res, which means that gen wouldn't pop.
No, this is tragic for Petroleum. I don't see how they win this. Wait, actually? Wait. Manu goes down. If Julian's able to camp this, because he can camp this gate and he can camp this hook as well at the same time. He's close enough to the gate. He can camp this.
he can put crows on this gate, so they guaranteed can't get it. What they're probably going to do is they're going to have Murtex and Tech try to tank for this and try to get them, because if they die, they're worth 1 stage. If Manu dies, he's worth 2. So instantly, that's a better result. And having
Yeah, that's
someone
very
die
true.
for this will probably is possible.
Yeah, and Murtex can just kind of really, really harass the gate here. Oh, I wouldn't commit to this. No.
He
I
has to.
would.
There's no way that he downs them with 2 body blocks. And
Yeah,
the gate is pretty close on 5, so he's just playing it safe and he's just taking his other stage. 6 stages, 3 fresh is not the worst, but it's definitely not optimal.
Yeah, definitely not. So, I mean, like, if you're Petroleum, how do you do this? Because, I mean, this is Petroleum's pick, right? So, how do you do this on the Survivor side? You have to really hope for like a pretty much a perfect match on Survivor side, which is not going to be easy to do.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, it is possible. Artist is one of those killers that it's really like if she can land those birds, it's kind of like Nurse Blinks, but with a bit more pressure on the map. It's harder to land them. So you kind of have to land them, otherwise you're in a bad position. So as
Yeah.
long as they can maybe dodge out some of these crows or split the gens well enough, then they can do it. But I don't know. That is going to be tough, especially like I said, on ping.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So here's my thought process, right? What if because it's not like Julian didn't do a bad job on Artist. He was hitting some nice snipes from pretty far away. Even the ones that were missing, I'm sure were pretty close. They were just being called out by by Tech on hook. But it's not like he did a bad job at all, right? But I'm thinking maybe Petroleum picked Artist not because they're confident in Julian playing Artist well, but more so confident in the Survivor side against the Artist. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's why a lot of people pick the unknown. So maybe we'll be seeing this on the Artist side for the same reason. We'll have to see. I'm curious
Yeah,
though.
artist is a lot like Nurse in the sense of the gameplay, where it does take quite a lot of macro. You need a lot of macro, and if the team can work well together, then she is going to have a very rough time.
Yeah, honestly, very very true. Yeah, I mean we're gonna have to see like a lot of very patient plays around the Artist snipes when someone's on hook. Because I imagine that honestly, Mana will be bringing Ruin into this match. I mean, Ruin's really good on Artist because you can snipe gens from very far away, and that will buy some regression, even if it's just like a little tiny bit. Those little itty bits of regression bought by Ruin and Artist, kind of like cohesive together, will really kind of chew away at the gen over time. It won't be like a whole lot all at once. It'll just kind of like chew away over time. So with that being said, the survivors of Petroleum are going to need to play this really, really careful, and they're going to need to be very aggressive on the gens, but also be careful of snipes. For the person on the hook, they're going to need to be calling out the birds and where they're headed. I'm not really too sure how many people watching this matchup are familiar with Artist sets, but like the team comms are usually going to be like, say like for instance, the Artist is on the hook camping, right? They're trying to catch up the rotation, but they're also trying to harass the gens from far away, right? So if an Artist is setting up a bird aiming at Shack, then the person on the hook should be like, "Hey, watch out, whoever's in Shack. There's a bird aimed at Shack. Right? There's a bird Shack. Right? That's usually how like the comms will do it. Really go. Or like if the Artist is setting up a slingshot, that should be called out too, because a slingshot is obviously a lot more dangerous than just a single bird, because then that can actually grant the Artist a health state from your survivor team. So got to be pretty careful with that. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
see how.
this is the issue is with this set now is because of Julian's result. He had a really good start, but his mid and late game was just so lackluster, and then he had a really good opportunity. Claude took Chase bottom side, and then the other 3 survivors were right there, both 2 people death hook and injured. Like he was in a great position, and he got nothing from it. So Petroleum are going to need a good early game. Like they cannot win this without one, unless if somehow Manu chokes on the Artist.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how realistic that will be, but there's always the possibility that Petroleum chose this set because they're confident in their Survivor play against it. So it's always a possibility. I mean, Artist, in my opinion, Artist is one of the easier sets to play as Survivor. Obviously, it does require some comms, but it's not like the most complicated set in my opinion. I think that like Doctor is more complicated because the comms need to be like perfect and on time, and like you need to like rely on teammates to be where they need to be at a specific time. Like, you can't fumble that. But whereas with like Artists, like you can calm like where the birds are going. You can calm if it's a slingshot. Like it's all pretty stationary and not like a whole lot of momentum to it. So I think the Artist is probably one of the easier sets as far as communication goes, just because like there's not really a whole lot that goes into it outside of like just calming where the birds are going. So, but with that being said, we're loading in.
They're going to need to do their absolute best to get rid of that 3-gen as quick as possible. Once that 3-gen's gone, the Artist isn't going to be able to do a whole lot. And not only is it a 3-gen, it's a 4-gen on bottom side. That is rough already. And Manu going with a very classic build as well. Corrupt Pain Raz, of course. Agitation, because hook placement on Artist matters a lot.
Yes,
if you die on top side and the 3-gen, or in this case 4-gen, is bottom side, then you can drag them closer to the 3-gen and hold that, which is very important for Artists. And also Rapid, because the best way to play versus Artists and Chase is to force the M1. So, if Manu has to M1, you may as well get some haste out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And thanks for explaining that. So that's definitely very helpful for the people who are like, wait, Artist is an M2 killer. Why does she have rapid brutality? You know what I mean? Like it's very helpful information.
Yeah. And okay, how about another pro tip? On Nurse, bring Devour, make your choice, Haunted Grounds, and know it. You will win every single one of your games. I promise you.
Oh yeah. Especially like if you go back in time to when Nurse was an M1 killer and not an M2 killer, that will help you out a lot, honestly. We're gonna set up a bird at this tile, but we don't get any value out of it. Actually, some really good pathing coming up from Julian right now, really delaying this first tag. So that should be a lot of time already bought for our survivors to get some gen progress. Incredible from Julian, actually. I'm honestly a big fan of this. But we fumbled the 50, unfortunately.
He does go down, but that is a pretty like long first down. 146, almost the entire corrupt was wasted. Now the only issue is, wait, he dragged him top side. Oh no, he dragged him mid map. Never mind. My apologies. I got confused on where he was going. But I mean, he does have a really tight 3-gen top side as well. But this is really hard to hold because of the. Oh no, Momo got sniped.
Oh, that's bad.
That is really bad because now, if he gets sniped again, he goes down. Also, he can't go for pull and he can't play risky. Like, he has to play a bit more safe, otherwise he gives a free hook, and that is really not good, especially on this win condition. Which, by the way, the win condition for this is, I think, what was it? It was 6 stages, 3 fresh. So they need 6 stages, 2 fresh, or 5 stages. Anything more than that, and it's cooked.
The nice thing for Petroleum here is that Momo wasn't like zoned top map alone. Acid's up there too, and they popped 2 gens too, so that's not bad for that first chase and all this pressure bot. That's not bad at all. So
yeah, he's not even going to get a second stage out of this, which is really big, because now Julian has topside and he's completely free to run wherever he wants, except he doesn't go for Julian and he goes for Glock.
Oh, then that's bad, right? Because now we're kind of in a position. Wait, does he make this? I think he does with Oh, he's just gonna try to die full corner, but he has a Z-wall and a dream. But the dream gets shut down.
Yeah, you're not Spitz, buddy. Get away from that Z-wall. Don't touch it.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate for Glock here. He definitely tried. Gotta respect it. We're gonna bring him over to this pain res with agitation, but it's probably gonna hit this bottom mid gen with pain res, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it likely did, and the one advantage they have to this 4-gen is one of the gens wasn't corrupted. So I think they may have. Did they ever get some progress on it? They did, but it's regressing, so it's not really going to matter much. Yeah, this 4-gen is nasty.
Yes, it is.
You can stand right here and see every single one of them. Oh, they got the pool. Oh wait,
that's huge.
That is big because now they're going to be. Wait, why is Glock not sending it? I mean, to be fair, like I guess he doesn't want to get instantly tapped, but okay, they might make it out now because he went for that hit on acid. Yeah, he does. Okay.
He does. Okay. He's got some good distance. Rapid Brutality is just about out, so not going to be a whole lot of haste anymore. And he just sends it full top map, which is perfect. This is a great spot to die in right now because most of top is gone. It's been used up. And unfortunately, we do see the down on the Glock with the bird, but this is still kind of doable. We're getting close. We're getting to the halfway point of how many stages you can give as Petroleum. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We still have some stuff we can do here.
Yeah, if from this point on, if they can at most get Glock and Julian dead, and then they can get Momo and Acid out, that will be a win as well. Because it was 6 stages 3 fresh, and that will be 6 stages 2 fresh. So, I mean, it's definitely very doable, especially considering Glock did a really good job dying topside. Now he cannot defend that 4-gen without, other than crowing it, which will waste some time from the survivors, but not as much as you would expect.
Oh, I think he's setting up a slingshot here. Yeah, he's setting up a slingshot.
And now he also knows where Julian is. Oh
no,
wait.
no. Okay,
why is Julian so close?
I think he was stealthing to the pole, but got found in the process, unfortunately. Doesn't get the blind. That's kind of bad. If Julian dies up here, next to the hook.
I mean, he's leaving him, but now that means Julian can't go for the unhook. So that means a fresh person's going to have to pretty much trade this if they want Glock to survive. But I don't know if they will. I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, Julian getting hit there has probably put them in a really bad position.
Oh yeah. No. Oh no. No. This is bad. This is very bad.
Yeah, this might be cooked.
Yeah. I think it's entirely. Oh no. Okay. A nice attempt from Julian, but yeah, it just kind of gets shut down. It's a weird number to see in haste, by the way. 23%.
Yeah. Now, if Manu can kill Julian, or hook Momo or Acid and get them to second stage, that is Orison taking the win, because they won the Doc set, they won the Nurse set, and this will be the third win.
And Momo's just down here, unfortunately getting caught out, but it's gonna be an M1, so he's gonna have to run all the way top map. But like, if this gets hooked and Julian isn't saved soon, like, this is gonna be the win already. So Acid does pop another gen, but this is risky. This is very, very risky. Does he sit the gen? He does sit the gen, but at the same time, gen gets finished, and he can now go cleanse the birds. Mano's not really looking to follow up on that snipe.
Momo does get the
trades?
Okay, is Manu... No, Manu's not... Okay. I mean, to be fair, he can literally just hook... Okay. He didn't know which locker he went in. If Manu can get Momo to second stage, that will be a GG. Now it is tied. As of right now, it is the same result that Julian got.
So Momo cannot die. He cannot go second stage, and... Oh, okay.
And if Julian dies, that is also a loss. One more hook is a loss. I mean, he did juke. That's a good juke.
Oh!
Nah, it's
cooked. This is, okay, this hook on Julian is wrapped.
Yeah, and that is GG. That is so sad, man. Like, they did so well in the Nurse set, too. Like, if Julian hadn't missed like a couple blinks, that would have been a win.
Okay, Momo. All right, buddy.
Hey, get juked, buddy. Get juked.
All right. The nod of approval from. Oh no.
Aw, bang.
Now we're just kind of goofing around. I mean, it's fair, you know. The win was already achieved by Orison. Manu secures the win, and that's going to be a 3-1. So Petroleum didn't fall easily, but unfortunately Orison takes the win here. So no 5th set.
Wait, unfortunately, huh?
Huh?
So you're hating on Orison right now? I see. Biased caster.
Did I say that?
Yeah, me. You know, personally, I was rooting for both teams. I think any team making it into the next stage is great.
Listen, all right, listen. I'm just here to see some cool DBD games, all right?
Well, maybe you shouldn't shown up to a PTR game.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm joking. They played really well. They had a tough win on Artist. They had to kind of try something, and they went for the double save on Glock, but they didn't even get the pull. So they just took like the extra injuries with no one on gens, and it was from that point on it was pretty much GG. Like they were in such a bad position that getting better than their win condition, like getting their win condition or better was pretty much impossible. But they still played well. They played really good on serve. I'm proud of them as a team. And Orison also did play really well.
Oh yeah.
Like their chips were amazing.
Oh yeah. This was a banger of a matchup. Either way you spin it. And congrats to Orison for taking the win. Very well played. And Petroleum is just kind of unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely unfortunate, but well played to both teams. It was very hard fought on both sides. This was not a clean 3-0 sweep. This is a battle of contrition all the way up until the end. So yeah, very exciting matchup, I'd say.